Would they really use the same thing twice in a row? Would Tifa really say, oh, we should make it like this? You bet your butts. This was her idea.
I was gonna pull it out for another 10 seconds at least.
Tifa said, let's just sit there like this for 30 seconds at least. And I told her, why would you do this to anybody?
Because after 30 seconds, that's the wait, this isn't a joke sort of thing. Because then it gets awkward. So 30 seconds is perfect. Because if you already stop it after 5 seconds, it's like, oh... And this way it's like, oh wait, maybe they really aren't there.
You know, it'd be really fucking funny. I don't have the balls to do it, but hear me out. So one sec, something is breaking again with his thing. There we go. Imagine we start the stream like this, and for 30 minutes it's just that image. And then there's the screen transition to just the title screen of a game and no input. And after 2 hours it goes to the post-stream thing again, just with the still image. And then the stream ends, the way it normally does, with a thank you.
I mean, to be fair though, I don't know if you remember, but when... What was her name? Is Sarah Cayley, if you still remember? When she was still streaming, she used to do like Animal Crossing streams and had like her islands open. Mm-hmm. And once after stream, she forgot to actually end it. Mm-hmm. So it was just her chair. Yeah. And then at some point it was like 50 viewers, 60 viewers, 70 viewers. And
chairs have a certain amount of power on the internet. I don't understand it, but I understand that it works.
And for like an entire hour, that chair was like the game of the show until she came back.
It's like, oh no, shit, I forgot to turn off. Yeah.
It was absolutely brilliant. Chairs and glasses of water.
Yeah.
It's just...
It's a thing.
Also, happy, I don't know what it is anymore, happy whatever it is day, Psycho.
Wednesday.
Vacation time, that sounds awesome. How long is your vacation? Do you have any plans?
Oh, I can't believe you're on a vacation when we're not on a vacation.
Wow.
It's bad planning on your end.
Dark Lords, Benchima, hi as well. Hope you guys are having an awesome Wednesday. And God, look, wait. Ooh, look at how straight I'm sitting.
Oh, sorry, I poked her.
Look at it.
I poked Tifa in the side.
Sitting super straight.
After my complaints yesterday, Tifa, who is struggling with sitting in the camera, frankly, once again, has agreed to use a pillow to give herself a non-bullshit way of sitting, which will hopefully fix her posture, because it's bad.
Yes, it is.
It's capital B bad. So it's also the curse of oyashiro-sama, always. Always.
It really is. Also, what's the difference, bro? Don't you want to look at our beautiful faces, Benjamin?
And listen to our wonderful voices! Like this.
That was perfectly off-key.
I wasn't even trying. That's just my natural way of speaking! When I don't hold it back. Did you know when you're not reading Higurashi, you can read the acclaimed Beetlesaurus series? It's available for free and enjoyable by anyone with eyes to see. A delight for most of the senses and a blight upon your enemies. Guaranteed. Dark Lord, have you considered making an audiobook version?
I was actually gonna say that you don't even need eyes to see because you also have software that can read it out to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I know a thing or two about screen readers because of one of the projects I also kind of work on at work. Recently had a test done with a screen reader, and the things they pointed out to us were amazing. It's crazy what you need to consider when you do customer facing things.
Let me guess, you guys are now starting because of the new accessibility law in Germany.
We don't start because of that.
Something in your eyelash.
Okay. It was because of a routine check, but effectively, yes, it's to make sure that the stuff that's customer facing is actually working customer facing, not just for people that can see the content on the screen.
As it should, honestly, and as every website already should be, but we have the same at work where not all of our pages are accessible.
Website. Yeah. tons of websites. It's crazy.
And it's only then that you realize, oh yeah, shit, it really should. But now like, everyone is scrambling because there is a new law and it needs to be in place. But you would expect that it already should have been in place, honestly. But that's something you never realize.
Case in point.
Wait.
Okay,
Before we
no case
move on,
no point.
I forgot to say thank you for the resub. Appreciate it.
Thank you for resub. True, Dark Lord. Thank you very much. Love.
Now you can go on with the case.
I immediately read the message. I'm sorry.
Priorities first.
Years ago now, I forgot who it was. I watched somebody's stream and they had a. No.
Skinner.
No. If you let me finish my sentence at least, you will understand.
Ranger.
Wasn't it fun when the only thing making me unable to finish a verbalized thought was my own brain getting so sidetracked that I lost track of what I was saying at the beginning of a sentence, like when it was a really long run-on sentence, like when I'm stumbling just now, because I somehow have the uncanny availability and ability, as I was trying to say, to just string on sentences forever without breathing too much.
Okay, so you remember someone streaming years ago?
Years ago,
that narrows it down.
I watched somebody's stream. I forgot who it was, otherwise I would give him credit.
It does narrow it down, yeah.
Somebody. Someone years ago on Twitch.
Oh, at least on Twitch, like we've already narrowed down the platforms.
You're the worst hype person ever. Like, you come in and you spice up my so far very boring 2 lines of story.
Someone in this very room. Is there someone in the room?
I don't remember. I don't think so. But this person had a feature enabled on their stream that would automatically transcribe what they were saying. So it had subtitles.
The text is... Oh no, not the text to speech.
Speech to text.
Yeah.
So I saw this, I thought like, I don't love the way it looks on screen because, you know, it takes space because the text gotta go somewhere. And then there's stuff happening on the screen and there's text on the screen, so it is what it is. If you want to have it somewhere, it's got to be somewhere, it's got to be visible, right? But somebody then asked this person, why do you do this? And they said, well, I do this because I know some people need subtitles. I also watch things with subtitles, so I have this enabled. I think everybody should. And I actually looked into this. And then I forgot all about it. Until YouTube rolled out that feature where they automatically transcribe your audio for you. It's just default on, I believe. And a while ago, I turned that on for one of our uploads, one of our bots.
It probably was all messed up.
I want to say it has gotten much better over the years, but it still only was like 80% good. Especially when we start talking at the same time as we often do. It just goes understandably.
It is understandable, plus accents.
Yeah, that is
pronunciation.
Invigorate. Callbacks.
Yeah, but it has a harder time dealing with that because it's not clear.
Yeah. So I always have this in the back of my mind that at some point I would like to have something like this. I would want it to be visible somewhere for you, but I haven't found one that works good enough for the way we speak yet. Plus, then this is me making it better for myself, with the amount of text-heavy games we're playing, it's usually
already on screen.
It's 60% of the text that's on screen.
At least that's already. Just not our gibberish. Or we just go the Netflix way and just permanently Jack speaks gibberish.
Speaks English. Higupeem!
Yeah.
Indeed.
How are you doing as well?
The auto subtitles are usually good enough for me. Good enough, yes, but not good.
Depends on the video as well.
Yeah. Like, usually when I work, I, in the background, put on some late night shows to also keep me up to... Tifa has a reaction to late night shows. Okay.
My body was like, late night?
Late?
Is it time to end stream yet?
Oh no, it's like with parrots and stuff, when you put a blanket over their cages.
It's sleep time.
It's night! They start sleeping. I wish it would work with you like this. Or with me.
But it does.
Wait. And fall asleep. Anyway, as I usually do while I'm working, in the background I have YouTube uploads of those late night shows open to keep me up to date with current things, because I don't really read the news for reasons. And actually watched a bit, not just listened to it, and I had YouTube just defaulted to the automatic transcription thing. Wasn't great. Was I able to follow it? Yes. Did I understand, just by reading it, did I understand every single thing? No. Because sometimes it got things very wrong. It's come a long way, but it's still not quite there. Plus, then with the way I sometimes pronounce things like piranha, I doubt it would work too well.
Ranger.
Love.
Thank you for the resub as well.
Thank you very much.
57 months.
Yeah, crazy, right? It's almost 5 years.
Yeah. That is crazy.
You good?
Now I am.
Tifa only has water in her glass. Are you sure it's just water?
It's because I ate like half an hour ago.
Yeah, whose fault is that? Who worked longer today for some reason? Have you ever heard of a work-life balance?
What's that?
Something she needs.
That's when life revolves around work, right?
Nah, fuck that. Fucking loser. Yeah, Tifa was last, basically. Oh, Benjima, you weren't around when that was created, right?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I think at this point we should definitely change it. That is not on me.
Okay, fair enough. Because I want to remind everybody again that I first put a much more positive message there. But then I was reminded by the people that wanted this command that that's not what we want. I caved to the peer pressure. It's been 5 years since the bags came off. 5 years this November. That's true.
No, when was our face reveal?
5 years ago in November. Because you always insisted that we do face cam. We didn't have one. And then we started doing that after we came back from the vacation in October back then. So November 2020. Keep yawning, Tifa. Currently standing by a rice cooker and getting some lunch ready for the kids. That sounds nice. I need to clean our rice cooker because I'm going to make a rice dish tomorrow. And Tifa doesn't know that yet.
I kind of feel like rice in like a broth soup.
So you mean soup with rice in it?
Yeah. However you want to put it.
Can you tell that her brain no working well? Almost 5 years, one of the very first streams I saw was back head removal.
Oh, is that one?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not there for pre-back removal. I feel like a fraud.
You don't need to. I don't care when somebody joins us. As long as you're having fun, I'm happy to have you. Doesn't matter if it's a minute or 100 years. Except when it's Tifa. Then fuck you, Tifa.
What?
Do you know the amount of solo streams I've had by now? I wanna say there's been like over 50.
Yeah, that could be, yes.
I can double check actually really quick. What do you have to say in your defense?
Nothing really.
56.
Oh, 56, okay. You were pretty good there.
Yeah, I upload the VODs. I see the numbers go up in the playlist that is titled Jack is streaming solo.
Well, you don't have to.
But I want to. I like streaming. I have fun. Just because you're not available doesn't mean I don't have fun. Especially when you come up with silly reasons like, I want to see my family who lives in a different country. Can you believe that? Or, I'm sick, I have a flu. Crazy.
Absolutely ridiculous.
I'm joking, of course. All of these are perfectly valid reasons. I'm not shaming her. I just wish I could spend even more time with her. Because I'm adorable.
So precious.
So we're just gonna
Where's your tape up
Put
there?
that overlay thing back on now. It's gotta be somewhere. Now you at least see it when you need it. There's a little shelf right above the camera, and on top of that shelf there is a tape roller. I can't reach it without getting up, and I'm really lazy right now, so you don't get to see it. I like your tea mug. I want to point out that this was a gift from Tifa. She dragged me to a kringloopwinkel,
A thrift store?
a thrift store in the Netherlands, and it just repeats that.
It says koei, which means cow.
Yeah. And she saw this and she showed it to me and she's like, this is beautiful. Do you want it? And I'm like, yes, I love it very much. And then I bought it.
Someone hand drew that on there.
Yes. Also, I lied.
Which makes it even better.
It doesn't just cycle through. There is a skinny cow holding tulips on the other side.
Yes, it's adorable.
It's beautiful. Indeed it is. I love drinking coffee out of it because, I mean, there's oat milk in it now, but it has milk in the name, so that kind of fits the theme.
And it took like 45 minutes to buy it.
That is true.
For 50 cents.
That is true. Why did it take 45 minutes, Tifa?
I still remember when we wanted to buy it, just when it was my turn to pay, it was only pay by pin. The pin machine didn't work, or pay by
As
card.
the Dutch say, pinnen.
Pay by card. And just when I was trying to pay, the stupid thing didn't work. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's the credit card. I'll use my bank card, which is also German. And then that also got declined. I'm like, I know I have 50 cents on there. Then it turns out that they actually had a
a national outage of that payment provider that was like the top one or second leading payment provider in the Netherlands. Meaning it wasn't just us in the store holding everything up. Nobody could pay.
Which means you can, if you are good at Googling, you can find out on which day we bought that mug.
Exactly, that's true.
So then I was like, okay, you know what, it's probably not going to take too long. They were already calling people, trying to find out what is happening. And 5 minutes passed, and I'm like, okay, I can still wait a bit. 10 minutes passed.
It did take that long.
And then after 20 minutes, I was like, can I just give you this 50 cents cash? And then afterwards, you please pin it for me? Like, can we do this exchange? And they're like, no, we're not allowed. I'm like, okay.
We only take digital currency. You can only pay by tapping your card in the store. We don't have any cash. If I would allow it with you, I would have to allow it with the next person, and then they only have a $10 bill, and then I have to give them change. I don't have change because this is a completely digital cash register. I don't have change. So we waited there for 50 minutes, and in the end...
45, 50. But at some point I was like, okay, it's not worth it for that mug. So I'll just go home. But at that point we were already standing there for like 20 minutes. And then it's like, now we've been standing here for 20 minutes. And now it
Plus,
feels
where will you ever find a mug like this again?
And now it feels like a waste to just leave. And how long can it still take? So we're like, okay, you know what? 5 more minutes.
Tifa was beginning to consider the sunk costs. And then she committed even harder. While I was just pacing around the store being very, very bored.
At that point we hold on, and that's the origin story of the cool mug.
Yes, and every time I see it, I remember how much Tifa loves me, that she was willing to do all of this for me. Tulips, that's how you know it's Dutch. That is correct.
Tulips and cows.
And windmills.
In case there's no windmill on.
Wooden clocks. No, things that Dutch companies put onto things to go, this is Dutch, by the way.
It is very
tulips, windmills, wooden clocks, cheese wheels.
Don't forget the klederdracht. What do you call that?
The traditional indigenous garbs of the Netherlands.
Yeah. Basically the farmers' outfits.
Yeah, with the funny hats.
Yeah. What else do you have? Cheese. Don't forget the cheese.
I mentioned cheese, but it deserves being mentioned twice because cheese is alive.
Our pedophile network.
Of course, that's such a great thing to put on a mug. Honestly, that's the main reason I will hold on to cash. If I can't pay cash, I'll rather starve. Understandable. But then you will never get a cool mug like this.
I prefer to pay with everything by card. Like, I don't want to carry around cash, especially
Same.
not coins.
I'm just lazy.
That is so... Like, that is just really annoying. Especially the amount of coins that will just drag you down. It's like me.
Tifa, we don't have katana money laying around, but Tifa is so rich. The weight of the coins just makes her slow, you know? That's just...
Yeah, because you always get coins back. And like a lot. And even like the cents. I think I have like $50 in 1 cent
That's
coins. True. And then only Germany still accepts 1 and 2 cents, because in Europe we have 1 cent as a 1 cent coin. I'm doing it again.
Keep doing it. No,
have
do
1
it
cent
properly.
coins, 2 cent coins,
2 and 3 cent coins.
no, and 5 cent coins.
5.
But every country, especially also the Netherlands, were like 1 and 2 cents after a couple months. This is so inconvenient.
Yeah.
Like, let's just get rid of them. We don't produce them anymore. We don't accept them in stores anymore. We don't hand them out, and we just round up
Or down.
round up or down everything to 5 cents or the
That's true.
whatever is closer.
The first time I paid something in the Netherlands and they didn't give me back my 2 cents, I was just standing there. And when Tifa was pushing me out of the store, I'm like, bitch owes me 2 cents! Tifa then kindly re-explained to me that we don't do that here. We just round it up.
But in Germany, we love our cents. I have so many cents laying around. At some point, I can just pay my stuff in cents. But you also don't want to be annoying, so you keep it to a max of 10 cent coins.
True story. I am so petty and cheap. When I buy things in the Netherlands, depending on how it would get rounded, I decide whether I pay in cash or by card. Because they only round up or down if you pay in cash. So if they round down in my favor, I'll pay cash. If they would round up in their favor, I pay by card. That's still 2 cents I save on the transaction.
There's a lot of Dutch people who do that. It's a strategy.
Yeah. Hey, it adds up. And the whole vacation I save like 7 cents. If I do that 100 times.
Like I said, I know plenty of people who do it.
You know, it's gonna add up eventually, I hope.
Sorry, I was playing Donkey Kong. What the hell did you say? How is Donkey Kong, Benjamin?
Welcome back, Benjamin. How are you enjoying the game? We said nothing. My cups have cozy winter villages on it. I win. Dark Lord get cups with moments. Also, very good ideas. We have assorted cups really given to us by people. I don't think we ever bought any.
No, the majority are
I'm lying.
Gifted, but we have a couple that we bought also as like souvenirs. And now we have way too many cups that they don't fit in the cupboard.
Technically.
By the way, before you continue, I would like to see the cozy winter villages.
Yeah, if you don't mind taking a picture of those, that would be swell.
Then we can compare it.
Oh, we can have a cup off. Everybody who wants to participate uploads pictures of their cups on Discord. That could be cool.
But what? And then we do a vote. But what does the winner get?
Bragging rights. Just that, knowing that you have the coolest cups. During the break. No rush. I mean, we're not going to do this until after the stream anyway, so. But I like that idea. What did I want to say? We did buy 1 set of cups, like glass mugs, from IKEA back when we moved in. And after that, we got 2 collector's cups when we went to Austria.
From the McDonald's.
Because
the
McDonald's had these really cool geometrical looking ones. One in a really nice yellow and a really nice black finish.
They had
and
4
they looked
colors.
So nice, we wanted those.
They had 4 colors, and we tried to get all 4, but the others were sold out.
True, but yellow and black were the nicest ones, and those we got.
Those we got, yeah.
They are really nice. I'm not saying that as a McDonald's ad, because by the way, fuck McDonald's. But those cups are beautiful.
That was also a whole different time of McDonald's. It was when the McCafe had like these super nice deals with coffee and cake for like $3 in total.
When it was worth going there, because it was a very cheap, good offer.
And they had really good cake back then. Like the banana and lemon ones, those were absolutely divine. and still in like the top 5 of cakes I have ever eaten in my life. And they have never returned in the past 5 or 6 years or so, whenever how long ago that was.
Did I already mention fuck McDonald's? For multiple reasons, not just because of that, don't worry. We're not that petty.
That cake was divine though. I would that was so good that I would set aside my principles to have that cake again. And my pride.
I wouldn't. We got a bunch of Christmas-themed mugs from the time we went to this gardening store with your mom in the Netherlands.
Oh yeah, you could keep the mug.
They had this offer where if you buy a specialty cup of coffee or hot chocolate or whatever, you could keep the mug.
Yeah.
So we have those. They're nice mugs. One you...
I got one from your dad.
Home from work because they were throwing it away. It was your favorite mug.
It was my favorite coffee mug, yes. Which I saved from destruction.
We have 2 which were brought back home by my grandparents from a cruise, the big green ones that blend in with the background when we sometimes use them on stream.
Still some of my favorites because of the size.
The really big Think Happy, Be Happy one that I got you as a souvenir once, I think.
No, we bought that here, but I needed the message.
The cute one, very colorful with a giraffe on it, that we bought at the Baltic Sea on a vacation once. That one was a souvenir.
That was from the tea shop.
And a big Starbucks mug that your little brother took along from a trip he went on once.
I think we have 2 of those.
Only one.
Only one?
Yeah.
Then we have the mugs that he got us from Greece once on a vacation with the fish and stuff on it.
True. Yeah.
And one with cats.
Also used those on stream before as well.
Your dad gave me a tea mug as well.
Tea expert. True.
When I moved in first, because he knew I like tea, so he wanted me to have a dedicated teacup, which was really sweet.
That is true.
And there's some more in the back, but I don't... We have a lot.
We'll have to get them out of the picture anyway. But there's stories to our mugs, and I think that's kind of sweet.
Long
Basically,
story short, there's a lot of
every
mugs.
time I take out a mug to make a drink, it's like, I remember the story. That's really good.
Sure.
Didn't somebody have like special Batman Forever glasses that were made with some carcinogenic?
What's a carcinogenic?
Something that gives you cancer.
Oh. I'm
We
shocked.
don't, but I wouldn't be shocked if that happened. Especially with, in the last couple of years, companies coming clean about the forever chemicals that they used to like coat pans and stuff. I wouldn't be shocked, unfortunately. It's disgusting, but still. So I read a post of someone's Garfield cup that had lead paint that gave the guy brain damage. Yes, I remember that post. I've seen that too. Basically, somebody posted this picture of their Garfield cup, and I think it was already getting very old, and like the paint was coming off. And this person was like, does anybody know where I can get a new one? Because I've had this one since my childhood, and I want a new one.
Oh, it's one of those things like, asbestos is fine.
People were like, first of all, no, they don't make those anymore. But also, do you know this one had lead paint? And that's not good for you. It's really bad. You consumed that ever since your childhood. Yeah, that was a trip. Sounds like even in 2010, they were still making these with toxic cadmium for Shrek 4.
It's fun too for Shrek. I'm so annoyed. Shrek is being removed from Netflix tomorrow, I believe.
Have you watched all of them?
I have indeed watched all of them. But that was like the perfect gym routine. Time goes faster when you're watching Shrek.
Real quick questioning. What does cadmium poisoning do? Does it make you look like an ogre? Because maybe this is a very horrible but intentional thing they did.
Oh, is that why?
Oh, okay, no. According to Wikipedia, complications of cadmium poisoning include cough, anemia, and kidney failure, possibly leading to death.
Yeah, but that would mean high doses, I want to say.
Toxic cadmium.
Oh, fair enough.
So, I don't know. It's like, here, inhale this handful of asbestos. Shrek flicks denied.
Yeah.
You know there's a solution for this, right? We could just buy the box set.
Why do I watch it on my phone?
We buy a Blu-ray player that has network capabilities, and then you stream it directly into your brains. I'm pretty sure it's on some other streaming thing. It's just gone from Netflix. It's not gone
That's probably
world.
gonna be somewhere else. I'm
Most
ready
likely.
for a new Shrek.
Isn't there a new one coming out soon?
But for real?
Yeah, with Zendaya as the daughter.
Wait, for real?
Yes!
There's actually a new Shrek coming?
Yes! Shrek 5 is scheduled to be released in the US in December, 23
shit.
December 2026.
Shrek 5 is actually coming, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a summer movie, but it got delayed to Christmas next year. Yeah,
The heck?
yeah. People, how did you not see this? People were arguing back and forth about when they did the teaser trailer thing, because just based on the image, everybody had a very set in stone idea of what the movie was going to be about. Because now his kids are getting older, one of them being played by Zendaya. And based on their facial expressions and stuff, people were like, okay, so this is going to be a story about Shrek coming to terms on how to deal with his daughter who is going through her teenage rebellious phase.
Starts dating.
Probably, yeah.
I'll still watch it. I'm just really shocked. I haven't seen a single thing about that. I don't know how often I've now rewatched the Shrek movies. I expect it to be more on Shrek Talk, Shrek Reddit.
Do you even Shrek, bro?
I know, right?
Clearly not. How do
Shocking.
I don't like Shrek, and I know more about that being a new movie than Tifa. I don't get any references she would make, but I know about that one. No trailers, just teasers. Okay, fair enough.
You don't remember the Shrek redesign outrage? There was a Shrek redesign.
Yes, they all got a little... I wouldn't call it a redesign. I
does all
would
this
say it's
happen?
more like they upped the graphics.
Show me this redesign.
There. That's the picture. This is the picture that made people mad.
I see.
He looks slightly different. He looks like he's a slight bit older and like they increased their budget, making them more realistic in the cartoony sense.
They try... So in this one, the other one I feel like is a little bit worse. That one, on the HD trailer.
Yeah, because that's fake, Tifa.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it doesn't give the feeling that they're older. It gives the feeling that they try to give them a slightly more realistic look. And I can understand people not
Which
being
makes
happy
them
with
look more aged. The first film came out in 2000.
Yeah, but
25 years
They don't
have
look
passed.
more aged. It looks like they tried to make them younger, but failed.
So they look older.
No, they don't. They just look worse, not older.
This
There's a
reminds me-
difference.
This reminds me of a debate I've had with Tifa when Bayonetta 3 came out. And Tifa was so angry about the way Bayonetta 3 looks.
I am sorry, they did Bayonetta an injustice with what they have done to her. Her makeup doesn't look good.
Wait. Full stop. Have you played the game?
Yes,
Have you played more than the first hour?
yes.
Then I don't understand why you're complaining.
I didn't finish it, I have to say.
Spoilers for Bayonetta 3 and why I don't get mad about this slightly different look. You've been warned.
Also, mad is a big word.
Bayonetta in
They did do
Bayonetta
her
3
justice.
isn't the same Bayonetta as in 1 and 2. It's a different Bayonetta because multiverse.
Even then.
So it's fine that she looks different because she is literally a different character with the same name.
No, they did her an injustice anyway, even in a different multiverse. Yes, Bayonetta. It's Temunetta, as a matter of fact.
Can I take
didn't
the
even-
spoilers thing off now? You're gonna keep ranting.
No, you can take it off. I didn't even finish Bayonetta 3.
Same.
And I've replayed 1 and 2 like at least 6 or 7 times.
I don't know. Still would.
But
Psycho?
that's not the point. When it comes to
Same.
Shrek, I'm not saying it is as bad as Sonic bad. That was an actual injustice.
Here is my
actually.
conspiracy theory, and I will die on that fucking hill.
Marketing?
Yes, the original look of Sonic the Hedgehog movie was intentional. It was a super calculated risk. Make the movie, have the plot and all of that done, and release a trailer that tells you what the movie is gonna be about, but give Sonic a design so that everybody and their grandparents would talk about because it looked hideous. Because then everybody will have an opinion on this. And then you can actually announce the release date you always had in mind. It wasn't pushed back in my conspiracy theory. That was always supposed to be the release date. But then you go, after careful consideration, we listened to the fans. And then they just went, yeah, just render the movie with a new look.
I don't know. I feel like I can absolutely stand behind that, and I've thought that myself for a while, but I feel like if that's the case, something like that would have already been brought to light.
Nah.
Especially on how big that was. People won't be able to shut up. There's gonna be some...
The trick is that the people that execute these things don't know that they're in on the scam. Somebody did this. I believe that. Somebody chose this and they didn't tell the people who are next in line who could have spoiled this, that this was on purpose.
I think too that there would be too many possible sources for leaks, but it isn't unlikely.
Here's the ultimate proof. I can convince all of you. Too many possible sources for leaks, at least someone would have leaked at some point. No. Here is how I know this to be true in my heart of hearts, in my aluminium hat jack soul. Only in a timeline where somebody at Sega, was able to pull this scam off, does that forgive all of the horrendously stupid decisions Sega is making otherwise. Only if that is true. Because other than that, I don't understand what the fuck they're doing. It's over 10 years that one of their community managers or whatever teased a re-release of Skies of Arcadia. Never happened. Instead, they pulled the Dreamcast re-releases from Steam and every other marketplace last December. Why? Why do you stop selling your games? Oh, because emulation exists. You can do this. You can re-release your games. Just give some money to a studio to put it together.
We don't want to give some money.
It's easy.
They obviously planned COVID as well, because it released right before it got crazy and it took advantage of the home market. Yes, exactly.
As did, by the way, Nintendo, because do you remember the sales for Animal Crossing on Switch?
That was perfect timing.
That was such a crazy timed move. Everybody is locked up inside, so what do you give them? Virtual escapism of the highest order. Bam! I don't actually believe that they did this on purpose. Or that they had anything to do with the whole thing. What are you doing? No, stop. Give me that pen.
Shit. I was playing with
I heard that click
but
twice.
I accidentally clicked it and I was trying to slowly release it so that he didn't hear it.
No. That's my conspiracy theory. And I know it's probably not true, but I want it to be true. I want it to be true. Because it would be amazing. Mm. I mean, when Chris Pratt said, that's not going to be the voice of Mario, he was outwardly lying. Maybe in his head, it doesn't sound like the voice he did when he voiced Mario.
I'm still not sure if Chris Pratt was the correct choice there, but I am also not mad after watching the movie either way.
I thought the Sonic movie and the Super Mario Bros. Movie are way better than
they were brilliant.
I even dared to hope they would be.
Sonic, absolutely top of the chart.
Yeah.
Those movies are amazing and can rewatch them anytime.
The third one?
Brilliant.
11 out of 10.
Yeah, really good.
Hey, but Sega, if you want to sponsor somebody.
But it's like you said, the film was great, so it doesn't matter exactly. Yeah. And it wasn't that outrageous, out of line, weird sounding that you go like, this bothers me.
It didn't take me out of it.
It worked, exactly. It left you in it.
Would I have loved it if our guy, Charles Martinet, would have gotten the role? Because if you have done such an iconic voice for decades, I think it would have been sweet to go, hey, listen, we're gonna make a Mario movie, and you've been the voice of Mario since like 1996. There you go. At least he's in the movie as a side character.
Would it have been the cherry on top? Yes, but the movie was still great. I'm also really looking forward to what they're going to do with the Zelda movies.
Same.
They have already announced the main cast, at least for Zelda and Link.
Yeah, I was shocked that they do those as live action and not CGI.
Yeah, same. But I saw in an interview that the reasoning behind it is to also go towards a slightly more serious route. I think it could work.
That could be really good.
I think it will work.
Are we talking visually grounded in reality? Because people with long ears being descendants of goddesses and the Triforce and all of that, Ganon being a pig. Sorry, it's not really spoilers for Zelda at this point. Doesn't really say realism to me. I don't foresee that the final confrontation of a Zelda movie is gonna be real humanoid Link having a wrestling match with a real-life boar.
Probably not, but regardless, I think if well done, it could work amazingly as live action. And we definitely need better live action fantasy movies.
There can never be too many good movies.
The thing there is there's like no in-between. Either it's really good, or it's like, meh. I feel like a live action fantasy genre is kind of a risk you take if you try to produce that.
Yeah.
Because you can spend a huge budget in it, like in that Walking City one, I forgot what it's called, which kind of flopped.
You will need a budget to do the CGI justice because it's magic. You need it to look like magic. Just going, and then they did this. That's not enough. You need to make it look grand and majestic and awe-inspiring because it's magic.
I'm really looking forward to it, and I also think they made a good choice in picking actors so far that aren't very well known yet. Especially if they have plans on, if this is a success and they plan on making the franchise bigger in that regard. Or even if it's only just going to be one movie, these faces will be connected to Link and Zelda. Like you don't want, let's say, Jack Black in the role of Link because he already is famous. He already is connected to several roles. Like you want the face of Link for your franchise from a Nintendo point of view.
To be fair, Marvel did the same thing because for a lot of their roles they cast actors, at least in the beginning, that people were like, ah, really? Robert Downey Jr. wasn't the most obvious choice for everybody, given his history. And he killed it as Iron Man.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, but when you see him, even though he has now played other roles, you will still think...
That's the guy who was Iron Man and Sherlock Holmes. Well, excuse me, princess. That has to be a line in the movie at some point. That has to be in there.
It's like with the original Harry Potter cast. Like most of the kids were, so obviously, since they were so young, they were still unknown as well. Like you have a fresh look, a fresh face, it's only connected to this. And when you see it, you will go, Link.
That's my Harry. Just remember, there aren't an item and never have been, other than the TV show and the superior CDI games. Oh, you mean Zelda stuff? Yeah, fair enough. I really hope it works out.
I'm curious to see.
How would they write an interesting Zelda movie plot? Ganon is always chaotic evil. I really thought it was gonna be a TV show, to be honest, because the epic length of any Zelda game, to me, lends more to like a serial kind of format. Like, you do 12 episodes and then you have the intro where Link becomes Link as a character, not just a guy. Then you have like 5, 6, 7 episodes where he goes to different dungeons and you have your monster of the week kind of stuff.
Okay.
And then in between you have some, I don't know, some filler episodes where he does side questy stuff. And then you have the final arc where he goes to the confrontation with Ganondorf. That's how I envisioned they would make it. I don't know how you're gonna do this in like, I don't know, 2 hours? I would assume is what we're gonna go for. 90 minutes seems too short.
Well, movies nowadays aren't really 90 minutes anymore either.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Regardless, I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely...
I don't know how to
watch
write it, but I mean the Super Mario movie worked, so I'll give him a chance.
I have high hopes. Oh, Super Mario was, I think, just 90 minutes. But that also worked. Yeah. That was perfect for the time.
Ganondorf in Tears of the Kingdom isn't chaotic, but quite sneaky. That is true, but if you don't do all the side questy stuff, he's barely in it. So, you know, could work either way. You need some other side villains, but if they're just Ganon's moves, do an MCU kind of thing where you set up Ganon as the big villain, the big villain over like 4 or 5 movies. I don't know. Make it like the D&D movie they made. I would be okay with that. I loved that movie. I genuinely loved it.
I'm not even sure, because I think the Zelda movie is gonna cover a specific game.
No, it isn't.
Is it gonna be fully original?
Correct. Yes.
I thought they were gonna...
Tifa googled Zelda movie covers and then she found posters. What are you looking for?
Yeah, it makes sense. I was thinking of covers, which game?
Put Agan in it. You're just a Link to the Past fanboy. That could work. Only interesting take would be Ganon trying to break from his fate, being the designated villain. That could work if they do like the movies are different from the games, because in the games,
origin story.
That's literally what he is. Plays guy with sword. Everybody plays guy with sword. That's the earliest point in time for a reason. But when's Vati and Skull Kid? I don't have the answer to when Vati and Skull Kid, but I do have the answer to when Higurashi.
I was thinking you were gonna go with that, but I would also love it if they do it like the D&D movie. That was so good.
So good.
That movie was absolute brilliant.
It could have been ass, but it was amazing.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I wish it would have been even bigger than it was.
It flopped, unfortunately. At least in the cinema releases.
I don't think it counted as a flop, because I believe they still made a profit.
Not enough.
Really?
Not enough.
You sure?
Yes.
But I thought they made like 300 million or something.
Yeah, but the movie cost like 250 to make. That's not a profit. You have to double that for marketing.
Fair enough. I'll watch it on repeat a couple times.
We should all buy the Blu-rays and stuff.
That was such a good movie.
As good as the cartoon. I don't remember watching a D&D cartoon, so maybe, potentially, I don't know.
Movie was brilliant. Would watch again.
What will be as good as the cartoon is going to be Tifa's amazing recap. Tifa, what has happened the last time we played Higurashi Went by Cry How, Chapter 7, Minagoroshi?
The last time we played Higurashi, Rika is still down as hell for Teppei, Satoko's uncle, returning, but she went to school in the hopes that Satoko would be there. After finding out that she wasn't in class after arriving late, she wanted to leave again, started to be a bit rebellious towards Chie-sensei, who then dragged her out of the room to talk about what has been going on. There, Rika reveals that Teppei's uncle is back.
Teppei's uncle? A new character gets introduced.
That Teppei is
Here
back.
Here comes a new challenger. The abuser's abuser.
And that Satoko will just start being abused by him again, as is exactly what happened last year. During the talk, we hear some voices in the hallway, and it turns out that Shion, Mion, Reina, and...
Everybody.
Fine, everybody was
all the main characters were doing the thing where they were listening on the door, and then the door opens and then they all fall in like, we were eavesdropping.
Then we start talking a bit about the situation and what we can do to help Satoko. Chie has decided that we should call the Child Consultation Center to ask for help, and everyone's like, no, we already did that last year and she put in a false claim and blah blah blah, so they won't believe her. Long story, very short. Chie decides puts to go. I am doing the recap. Excuse me. Long story short, Chie first decides to visit Satoko at home to do a house call to see how the situation is. Teppei does open the door, basically says that Satoko has a cold, refuses to let her see him, and intimidates her away, basically, because she also has no grounds to enter the house. Afterwards, she puts her foot down and does decide to call the Child Consultation Center, who has promised that they will go by that same evening to do a check on Satoko. In the meantime, we're also already trying to find out what plan B could be, because we do not believe that this will actually lead to something.
No. After our beloved Chie-sensei returns from her house call, she goes back to the school where the friends are arguing about what they could be doing. And Shion comes up with the easiest and most obvious choice. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Yeah, but that comes after.
No. She does the whole thinking train of thought that Keiichi had in chapter 3. It's only gonna take me 1500 seconds. I can go there, I will take a metal bat, I will call him out to the place, I will bury his body in the woods. All of that. They argue about this, everybody telling her that this is stupid and that she shouldn't be doing this. Keiichi stands up to her and doesn't allow her to leave the room. To which Shion replies with throwing a chair at him. He doesn't dodge, he gets hit in the head, but being super manly and cool, it's neither manly nor cool, he just takes it to the face and keeps talking to her until she calms down enough that she isn't immediately gonna go kill Teppei.
No, the principal first comes in and stops
She and the principal are in the room as all of this happens.
No, the principal was in the hallway and steps in after Keiichi was hit by the chair.
Chie was in the room watching.
I said the principal was in the hallway.
The principal comes in and goes, "That was very manly of you. We will do the utmost to help Satoko." And then the adults call the child consultation center. Afterwards, we get a call between Mion and Keiichi, relaying the information to us that, shockingly, the consultation center visit didn't do anything because of reasons. What was the exact reasons?
The reasons being that Satoko seemed fine. There were no outwards...
No obvious injuries.
No obvious injuries. It is likely that she just had a cold and wasn't feeling well. And both of them claim that there is nothing happening. So they cannot do anything as of now and will not interfere. Teppei, of course, lying his ass off, and Satoko pretending that everything is fine because she, for some reason, believes she cannot rely on anybody. She needs to be strong about this so that Satoshi would be proud of her if he ever were to come back. Basically, so now we go like, okay, we already expected that. We just have to work together as a team and find out what we can do to help Satoko, and we will save her, and that's basically where we're at.
Two more details. After the call with Mion, when Keiichi calls Reina, and they have a bit of a conversation about this, in which they also weirdly seem to profess their love for each other.
Not really.
In the subtext.
Not really. One bit, it's more
they go very poetic. Keiichi talking about the raging red-hot flame in him, and
how they
the quiet blue flame of rain, and how they beautifully complement each other and all that.
Yeah, it's like you're the
you give
whipped
me
cream
confidence
to my cocoa, but that's not a love confession.
Nah, come on.
No, not a love confession.
Maybe not romantic, but it's very much... It's deep. It's deep feelings. Anyway.
Well, that's it. We hang up and then our mother is calling to us.
Yes, but Tifa also skipped something. In between that, we finished an episode within the chapter and started a new one. And there was a tip. One focused on Teppei and his motivation on why he has come to Hinamizawa. And the most important takeaway for me was that Teppei is here because he just wants to live with a woman to cook and clean for him. He doesn't believe in school because why would he? Everything that can be done in this world can be solved with violence. Also, maybe in 4 or 5 years, Satoko would look as pretty as her mother did. And then he also wouldn't need to look for another... It's not the game's words, but I would just say fuck toy. Reminder, Satoko currently, I believe, is 8?
Something like that. So she needs to be at least teenage years from what we got. Playing the long game, exactly. I think they call that grooming nowadays.
Yeah. It's still pedophilia.
But all in all, he sees her just as a pet to take care of him for now.
In the literal sense.
In the literal sense.
In the literal sense.
Plus, he does need to lay a bit low because of, the whole Rina thing, police after him.
Yeah, and he's really annoyed because Chie dropped by, and first of all he hates teachers because school is just dumb. But also, if she keeps coming around and other people keep showing up, he can't really lay his hands on her the way he wants to, because then they'll see, and that's really annoying to him.
Yeah, basically.
Piece of shit. Sadako and Rika are around 10. Okay, so let's argue they are 9, meaning in 4 years she would be 13. That's still disgusting to me. Just saying. He's being objectifying and abusive. Yes, yes, and that's...
Well, to be fair, it's not really shocking.
Putting it matter of fact. Yeah.
From what we've known from Teppei so far.
Yeah, but
it wasn't shocking news, really.
Yes, that is true, but I thought it was just the domestic abuse, not the domestic abuse with a forecast of rape.
Fair enough.
That's an extra cherry on top of a shit sundae. I don't think you'll live long enough for that anyway, but
that's
we will.
That's the sauce over it.
Mm-hmm. Tifa, are you ready for more Higurashis?
I am ready.
Doo-doo. Mom is calling us after our conversation with Reina. I heard my mom speaking to me. You can go ahead of me, Mom.
She asked if he wants to take a bath, by the way.
Oh yeah, true, that one. Yeah. Why didn't I save one line before this?
Yeah, I told you.
We're supposed to take a bath. I needed more time to think about what to do with Satoko. Everyone else was probably doing the same. You should go first. There's bath salt from real hot springs in there. It feels really good on your skin. I don't think there's bath salt in real hot springs. Milk tastes so good after a bath. My dad seemed to be in a good mood. He's probably finished his work.
People finish work?
Sometimes. Dad and Mom probably went to take a bath together, and that gave him some inspiration. He's as scary as a bear when he has artist's block. Also, am I stupid or is there no sound from this game? No, there's no sound. Let me double check that I didn't break something, because it's weird how quiet it is. Nope. Sound is on. It's just
I very
a silent moment.
silently hear the stream music though.
That's not possible.
But I hear it.
Then you must be high.
Or it's the back of my mind.
Yes. Maybe my parents could help with an idea. They're the closest adults to me after all. Should I talk to them? Stupid question. I had no reason not to. I'd have to talk to them and seek some advice. Remember how in chapter 3 he was like, oh, we could probably take in Satoko, but let's not, because that would be annoying. I would have to talk to my parents.
It would be interesting if he now actually is. Because it seems like he's gonna lead with Satoko's story.
Also, there is sound, there's just no background music here for some reason. Dad, I have something I want to talk to you about. Huh? What's this? Is it about the auction at the coming festival?
I completely forgot about that.
You have my full support. Speaking of which, when is the next festival committee meeting? They called me to participate too. I'll have to mark my calendar. Oh, it's not about that. My classmate is in trouble.
Okay.
I am so proud of these people. They are talking about issues they are facing. And they're talking to adults.
We're doing this.
As I talked about Satoko, my mom joined us and listened as well. My dad is a strange artist, but my mom is a normal person with common sense. She might be able to help. I just got a call and found out that they put her case on hold. We're wondering what we should do now.
They already called the Child Consultation Center, so you should let them take care of it.
But she was being abused last year too, right? I don't know how bad it was, but I think it's wrong for him to force her to move out of her friend's place.
He was neglecting her for a year after all.
It took 7 chapters. 7 chapters for the kid to talk to his parents. Yeah. Yes.
Dude, for a teenager, that is very realistic.
Yes.
That is the worst thing.
And that's why I think it's a good thing that this is happening in this game, and I hope something positive comes out of this. Because part of the reason why in real life this doesn't happen is because people believe, teenagers believe, there is no point in doing this. If we can show teenagers, talk to your parents, they're people too, maybe we can do something about that. Maybe influence just one person to speak up about the issues. Maybe.
Surely nothing wrong will happen.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well,
we can't just wait and see what happens just because the consultation center said so. We're her friends, so we want to be more aggressive about saving her. But we have no idea how we can do that. Well, easy. Keiichi holds Teppei. Keiichi's dad finishes him off.
Keiichi, don't even think about attacking him.
Busted. I wouldn't talk to you guys if that was on my mind.
That's true. I thought you might ask us how to commit a perfect crime.
Do the parents also remember things from a different life? Hey, I would never ask my parents something like that. I think. Keiichi, you're right. There are many battles in this world, but it's always important that you follow the rules. People won't help you if you're going to break them, and they won't respect you either. You have to fight according to the rules. Are there even rules for battles?
Well, I think you'd be surprised how many rules war and stuff used to have.
Yeah, except when people who do shit don't honor them. And then the international community goes, that's a war crime. If you ever step into our country, we'll have to arrest you. And then they don't.
Yeah, but I also feel like back in the days when you just had 2 sides stand against one another before the war actually starts, and it's like, oh, you have the people on the drums. Mm-hmm. You're not allowed to aim for them or kill them on purpose. And it's like you have a general standing somewhere in the middle. You're also not allowed to take out the general of the other party. Just aim for the footfolk in between.
I think if that even was remotely true, that would be like a how the British did war kind of thing. And I think that ended badly for them in 1776 in the USA. What do you mean they don't break for tea time? No, it's war.
Yeah, but you actually had rules.
Yeah, rules of engagement. They still exist. They've changed, of course, but...
But now it's like, oh, don't drop a nuclear bomb on us, so there will be consequences.
Yeah, good luck trying this shit with Genghis Khan. Exactly.
Yeah, I bet he broke the chain. He's like, fuck your general.
Exactly.
He's the first one out.
Rules only work if everybody plays by them. If somebody goes, well, what if I just do it anyway? And then if there is no repercussions, there's no repercussions. So then what good are the rules? Are there even rules for battles? Well, anyway, do you have any ideas?
Sorry, I interrupted your line there.
That's perfectly fine. Because there is no rules for engagement when it comes to this. My parents have been alive for more than twice as long as me. They must have had some experience with things like this. They must have many good ideas. At least, that's what I thought. But they crossed their arms and went silent. Calling the child consultation center is the first thing you should do. But what do you do if that doesn't work? Do you think we can even rely on the law? Do you think the police won't do anything until Satoko is seriously injured? I think you have to make an appeal. Appeal? What, you mean sue him? That's not it. The Child Consultation Center is supposed to take care of the child abuse cases. But if you're unsatisfied with the decision they make an appeal to the court.
Keiichi, you go to court when you can't resolve an issue with the person you're dealing with.
That would be now, yes.
It's the final place you go to.
Okay, I understand that, but that's right now. Like, you want the Child Consultation Center to protect Satoko-chan, right? But they made a decision that you disagree with. And
So we sue the Child Consultation Center.
No, you put in a formal request to reconsider. You appeal. And when they go no, appeal denied. And then you go, oh, I'm doing a Dienstaufsichtsbeschwerde. An appeal to a higher instance of power within your organization. And then they go, that didn't work either. And in 6 years, we'll see each other in front of a small claims court or whatever. Ooh, suddenly music. Also very marching to the beat.
We didn't say the line yet, but you can already see we have a time skip back to the classroom. But if that conversation just ended with you now have to make an official appeal at these official instances, and then they just take their hands off.
Germany, basically.
Oh no, I'm talking about they're telling their 12-year-old kid make an official appeal
15
against this instance, and then they don't assist, they don't help. Like, that's what I mean. If that is just where the conversation ended without like, hey, how about we look into this together, let's see how we can help you, you know what I was saying?
Tifa, not every parent is like my parents, where they would go, oh, I think I should do this. I'm pretty sure if I were to press A at some point, Keiichi would mention that his parents explained this to him and that they are willing to help set this up.
It's Japan. Take whatever you imagine, and that's twice the bureaucracy. I'm not sure if
Have you met Germany?
I was gonna say.
No, Japan is worse.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember when we played Ace Attorney? And we got to the thing where they changed the rules so that every court case can only take so much time because they're overworked? That's based on reality in Japan. Like, the details I think were different, but the fact that there's a time frame, that was real, I believe.
Yeah, but have you seen the bureaucracy
The
in Germany?
bureaucracy! You can drink it. Yes, I've been German for the past 36 years of my life, so yes, I have.
I'm not sure what's gonna be worse. But I somehow doubt it can't be twice as bad. It's impossible.
Tifa suffers from BTSD, bureaucracy, traumatic stress disorder. Can't wait for AI to do all the logistics so we can have a functioning justice system. What could go wrong? We need to make an appeal.
I was just thinking, I just make a selfie and I can see if you're guilty or not.
Yes!
It just does an estimation.
Like the age verification bullshit systems that they're now rolling out with like Spotify and stuff. Just upload a selfie, bro. Same thing there. Just have a scan and then the AI goes, she's too hot, she can't commit crimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, I just need a paper. No, psycho.
This is now coming. And then if
the
you don't...
monkey paw curls its finger and your wish is granted. AI now does the court cases. Through selfie, this is the fate you chose.
And if you don't agree with the verdict, you have 90 days to appeal.
90 seconds, we need to save processing time.
I think especially if that's also automatic, 90 days is a good time to appeal. And only then will your case be forwarded to...
But the appeal system works the same way as the YouTube appeals with content claims. So you are in a legal battle with somebody, you upload your selfie, you lose. And then you can write a piece of paper that says, I disagree for these reasons. But then the other party gets to say whether they agree with you or not. So, spoilers, you'll still lose in many cases.
That's kind of what court is.
No, there's a judge or a jury ruling, not the other person.
Oh, fair enough. Oh,
Alexa, how do I tie a fucking noose? It's gonna be a question that keeps being asked.
Look at all the resources we've just saved the government.
Yeah. AI does the court case does sound like Ace Attorney. Can I read my line now?
Yeah.
Because the music just keeps going and gets more upbeat while we haven't moved at all.
It's kind of funny, I was talking about drummers in war and suddenly there's drums.
Well, legal cases can be like a war. We need to make an appeal to the Child Consultation Center. If we're unsatisfied with the decision they made, we can simply go and tell them that. We need to go there and explain to them how serious this case is.
Yeah, that sounds good. They have no idea what situation Satoko-chan is in right now.
I know we're talking about child abuse, but the music has way too much drive for me to not move along to it. Like this could be in a tutorial stage of a Donkey Kong game. No?
Not my favorite, but I see what you're saying. Since they're misunderstanding what's going on, we have to go there and make it clear. I see. That's the best approach. I don't know about that. I've heard that they never change their decisions once made. It might be just a waste of time.
But then we appeal the appeal of the appeal. We don't know that until we try. Giving up before even trying is what losers do. We have to try everything we can. Remember what the principal said? We'll fail if we give up before even trying. Shion, your fire is blazing bright red, ready to whatever it takes, even if that's acting hasty to save Satoko. But truly hot fire is blue and calm. Don't give up. We should do everything we can. What do you think, Chie-sensei? Am I wrong? What color is your flame, Chie?
No. You're not saying anything wrong. You've calmed down a lot. I was concerned for you because I thought you might come up with an idea to attack him in the dark.
Curry colored flame, curry flavored flame. Which, genuinely, if we could get like smelling candles that smell like curry, I would buy that. I love Indian food.
I'd go for that.
And I love Japanese curry. I just realized Japanese curry is not really Indian food, but kind of. That's what my mom was saying. Is that how people perceive me?
Forever in my mind.
She said, Tepe, flip a plate of curry in front of Chie. Problem solved. If only it was that easy. I would love that.
They could try to frame him. Like just go outside where his bike is parked. Put it on front of you. And claim they pushed it on the kid.
Yeah, just make a case happen. You know, if you have enough witnesses, you'll probably win the case.
Exactly.
Which it's disgusting behavior, but it works. Or it can work.
It's kind of like a lot of these cases which you see, I want to say especially in America, but it's probably a worldwide thing, but all of the videos I've seen happen to be in America. These dashboard car videos where people all dramatically in a still standing car.
Insurance fraud.
Yeah, like jump in front of the hoodie, roll down and do the whole like, oh, you hit me.
Yeah. And then somebody goes, you know I have a dash cam, right? Like you literally just wrestler jumped onto my hood. Like, and then they just walk off.
Those videos they're very sad, but they're also hilarious.
Yeah, it is sad that somebody gets to a point in life where they decide the best thing I can do is try to do insurance fraud.
Basically, yeah. But a lot of them are so dramatic, and I'm guessing to get like witnesses in as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because that's the moment where you start screaming.
My hair has been hurt.
That people look and they go like, oh yeah, it seemed like she got hit.
Straight to hell. If only it was that easy.
Yeah. But if I saw one video and I owned a car without a dashboard cam, I would be okay, no, fine. Then I see 2, 3, 4, and I'm like, okay. Dashboard cam. Order. Now.
Yep.
Anyway. I thought we should wait and see what happens.
Why is this music so danceable in a conversation about child abuse?
But after hearing everything all of you have said and thinking about what happened last year, I now understand that this is an emergency situation. People can change their minds if you're persuasive enough. The Child Consultation Center might change their mind too. They might reverse their decision if you succeed in making an appeal. Why are the adults leaving this to the kids?
I hope my hair didn't get hurt. Same. Bunnies don't deserve it. Bunnies!
No. Seriously. No, I am sorry.
Tifa.
No,
Tifa.
Every single adult just being like, oh yeah, you should appeal to the Child Consultation Center.
We haven't gotten to the appeal part yet. You don't know who's all gonna be in it.
I'm gonna leave this to that 12-year-old.
He's 15 and we don't...
Doesn't matter. What do you think? Shi-chan? You should fight with us rather than thinking about it alone.
Press A! They didn't say no to not coming along! Yes, Psycho! I'm taking your energy and I'm trying to
not convinced
put it
yet.
into Tifa's head.
I'm not convinced yet. I'm not feeling lonely. I'm not sad because I'm all alone.
What? What? Where did that come from? Guilty. You do sound awfully sad, actually. Maybe you do want to join us?
Whatever. Fine then. Let's just go to the child consultation center. I'm going to punch them in their faces if they don't do something.
That's not a good idea, but I feel your passion now. I guess you calmed down after getting some sleep.
You want to feel my passion even better? I'm just serious about this, is all. Yeah, stop joking, Keiichi.
To also inflict poison damage before you punch somebody, sneeze on your fists. Especially if you've been sick. Please don't do that. It's disgusting.
Anyway, let's go and make it happen. I know where the child consultation center is.
And now would be a great moment for Rika to use her clout with all of the people in Hinamizawa, and for Shmion to use their influence to drum up some support. And imagine if just 100 people from Hinamizawa would together as like a flash mob physically go to the consultation center.
How often do we need to have this conversation every single stream?
Hear me out. Do I believe that there's the stigma of she's a hojo and I got... Yes, but also that can't be fully the case. They don't hate her to the point where they do want her to die just like this. Because it's not Rika doing the shopping. It's usually Satoko going out to do the shopping. And that works. If I saw a person on the street that I hate to the point where every fiber in my being wants them to die just because of their family name or whatever, I wouldn't treat them like a citizen. You think there's 100 people in Hinamizawa for the Hojos. If these people come together and go, I'm next in line of the Sonozaki clan, you help me with this. If Rika goes, I am reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama. Oyashiro-sama commands you to help this girl. I think they would. Or at least that they should.
Yeah, but we're not gonna do that.
So we again have the issue of you have all of his power, you have all of his influence, but you don't actually use it to help her. Yeah, then go fuck yourselves.
This old man didn't know until recently, but it's on the first floor of the library. How convenient.
That is very convenient. Mion grinned and showed us the location on his city guidebook. She's really prepared for this.
The office is open until 5:15. Don't try and pick a fight with them. We have to stay calm.
Also, 5:15, as compared to what people usually say, 2 or 3/4 5. You don't think that's weird? 5:15?
Well, you could say 5:15, I guess.
Why did I bother asking?
What? Are you talking to me, sis? Who do you think I am? I'll cry if I have to. Oh, that's also a song. I'll cry if I have to. Cry. Ah, I suddenly hear the beat. Our goal is to make them change their mind. That's it, Shisha. I think we can make it if we leave right now.
It was past 3 o'clock. We'd make it before they closed if we rushed on our bikes. But they're strict about time, aren't they? They might kick us out as soon as it's time to close.
You know the weird thing? Having your closing time at 5:15 seems so weird to me.
Not necessarily. It depends on when they open and it depends on what the normal length of a shift is there.
Yeah, I know, but usually it's like at the whole hour or like at the half an hour.
Yeah.
Tell me how many stores you know that open at the quarter hour.
My favorite bakery in southern Denmark that we've been to before. They post their opening times a week in advance based on how busy they think will be and how much staff is in.
Okay, but that's not set open. A store with set opening times. Or an instance with set opening
Institution, not instance. An instance is something else.
Fair enough. Institution. It's never a quarter past or a
Every
quarter
single
to.
institution in Germany I ever had to deal with. Every single one. They all have super weird opening times. Mondays from 7 to 12 and from 13:30 to 16:45.
Definitely not
Stuff like
16:45. But
No,
that,
some
those
days go
breaks
open.
and stuff in between, that's fine. But 7 to 1 is still a normal hour. And that's what I mean. It's always up or down, up, down. It's never. It's always
weird in Germany.
Anyway.
It's my party and I'll cry if I want to by Leslie Gore.
Yes, that's it. That's exactly it. Thank you, Darkflower.
I'm more surprised that we had a regular school day instead of going right away in the morning. Yes. That's what good students these versions of them are. That they still listen to all of the school stuff instead of going, Chie, no. I know we're not doing the stuff we're supposed to be doing. You can put us in trouble if you want to, but we're going to do the thing to help our friend right now. And as a teacher, I would understand, I think.
Like meet up half an hour earlier to discuss the outcome?
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, yeah, you're right. The door will close on time, but once we're inside, they'll never kick us out. We're gonna take over! Take the bets along! Listen, make sure you don't give in when negotiating with these officials. Officials are surprisingly tough, but unlike private citizens, they're not allowed to end the discussion on their own.
What?
No, sorry, that's like old call center rules where it's like
you're
not allowed to hang up on a customer that's cursing you to hell and back.
Yes, you are.
Yes. So when you feel like you can't get anywhere by continuing the discussion, don't give in. You have to dig deep and make sure they listen to everything we have to say. How do you know all that, Micha?
I'm an official.
Who do you think I am? I represent Oreo Sonozaki, member of the Mayor's Social Gathering and the local government monitoring committee. I speak to government officials all the time.
She should lead this conversation.
No, she shouldn't, still.
Amongst this group of kids, she should.
She shouldn't be there.
Sorry, not she should, but me should. Get it?
But yeah, true. In this group, she should. Me should.
Mion.
Whatever.
Japan is a very polite society, especially when it comes to their bureaucracy. Yeah. Hey, Mion.
That already makes Japan better, by the way, because I literally get told to fuck off if I don't speak in proper German.
That's true, that's happened before. That's not a good thing,
Which has happened when I came to the country.
Which is not a good thing, it shouldn't have happened like this. Hey, Mion, is it possible to say for using the influence of a Sonozaki family? Sprich Deutsch, du Hurensohn! That's basically what he said to her as well. Translation for everybody again, because it needs to be done. Speak German.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch, yeah. I was gonna say motherfucker because it has a closer energy, but it's son of a whore.
Yeah. It just sounds more like a more serious thing in German.
Yeah. Yeah, because son of a bitch is, at least where I live, has more impact, more oomph than the other thing. And like those assholes who demand you speak American, this is America. Yeah, so do you speak the native indigenous languages? This was their land before it was the land of your ancestor.
I agree, but up until January, you wouldn't have expected that at a Burgund.
At an official city hall
like a city hall, especially for those aimed at foreigners moving to your country.
Yeah.
And I say starting January because now I believe America has lost all of their other, like Spanish used to be an official language, recognized.
Yeah, that got disabled.
Yeah, now it's
turned that
only off. American. Well, not if I have to go through Granny. Ugh. Oh, so you're saying it's not worth it to go through Granny to save Satoko?
Yeah, here we go again. Why are we not...
It's impossible to get help from her. Her mind's still stuck on the dam conflict. 100 million with one spirit and stuff like that. She hates the Hojo family to this day.
You're talking about Satoko's parents who were for the dam project? I've never met your grandma, but she needs to learn how to forgive. It's a thing of her past now.
Offer for Satoko to pull 4 of her fingernails after, and then we're good.
Get the Granny taser. Indeed, Granny is weak to electricity. I established this last stream again. Yeah, it's not my favorite option, but gets the point across.
Exactly. I agree with you, Keiichi.
Okay.
So, the Sonozaki family can't do anything about it?
Oh, they can, they just won't.
Yeah, we can't. I'm sorry. Old people are so stubborn. That is very true. They cherish Rika-chan, but they don't care about Satoko.
That's horrible. I can't forgive Satoko's uncle for aggressively abusing her, but I'm not about to forgive other people for quietly abusing her either. Tell those people not to piss off Keiichi Maebara. Well, she can't fly, so she must be a water type. That is true.
I'll do that.
Shion used Thunderbolt. It's too effective.
But she's stubborn as a rock. Does that make her a ground type?
No, then she wouldn't die from just one little bit.
Yeah, but we don't know if that's the case yet.
What do you mean? You don't remember the part where Shion tased her to death?
Not in this chapter. What if in this chapter she's
Tifa,
a ground type?
we were all having fun with a little joke and now you're ruining it with thinking too much. You're doing a jack. Stop doing a jack.
Fine.
One hit KO. Exactly. At least in this conversation that we are having.
I read that as Hitsuki.
Fair.
Shall we go now? We have no time to waste.
Talking is a free action. Alright. We better hurry. Let's get going.
It's already 5. Do you want to come with us, Rika-chan?
If you say no, I'm gonna drag you along.
Let's go.
Reina spoke to Rika-chan, who had been avoiding all conversation. She seemed to have given up all hope yesterday. It was so painful to see her so depressed.
It's just a waste of time anyway.
Talking to you in this state is a waste of time. We're going, you can stay here.
You have to stop saying anyway. You don't know if it's a waste of time or not unless we try. You people did everything you could in your previous lives, but you never found a way to save her. You think this time will be different?
Sometimes I had really no idea what she was saying. All I could tell is that she was being negative about the situation.
Have you tried going to the child consultation center already? Then we should try. Satoko-chan is important to you, isn't she?
Preach, Reina.
We have to try and see what happens. I'm sure Satoko-chan needs your help right now. This world's going to end soon anyway.
Your feelings are valid and you have... I get it, you are down in the dumps, you're being depressed about your fate and all of that. But we are trying to do something. At least let us try to do something.
What's wrong? We have to hurry up. It's okay, Mian. Talking is a free action.
Just grab her and put her on the bike with you. She's small enough.
Rika-chama doesn't seem to be interested. So much for friends. She's so close to Satoko, but she won't even get off her butt to save her.
Oh, the face has changed.
I never thought I'd hear you say something like that. You used to hate her so much.
Don't fucking ruin it. Don't ruin it.
Honestly, at this point, leave Rika for now. What? Is your brain working alright? Why would I hate Satoko? Never mind. Fine, I'll come with you people. I have nothing to do at home but drink until I pass out anyway. You're pissing me off. Are you trying to make a fool out of me?
You people. Exactly. Depressed Reina is a racist. Depressed Rika is a racist.
Stop it, Shijian. You stop it too, Rika-chan. Wow, not even scolding Rika first. Let's get together and save Satoko-chan.
Yeah, because if you're the older one, you should know better.
I'm sure we can make a miracle happen if we work together.
Yes, Rika.
But we need everyone to come together. We can't leave any one of us behind. We need you too, Rika-chan.
Something that Reina said must have given Rika-chan motivation.
The word miracle.
I could see a slight sparkle in her eyes. Reina had said something interesting. She said that we could make a miracle happen.
Oh, thank you, the drumming stopped.
How about, first of all, this is all your lines, but how about before we go into this, we're gonna take a short break. And the drumming is back.
Then BRB.
BRB.
We are back.
Why is this background music so driving?
I kind of had enough of this.
Take out your earpiece.
Reina had said something interesting. She said that we could make a miracle happen. It's the same thing I said when this world began. At that time, I said I could make a miracle happen, but I didn't say how. But Reina just clearly stated that.
I hope, by the way, that at some point in this episode, in this chapter, they drop the line, "Don't stop believing."
Don't stop believing. And then we all break into song.
Street lights, people, whoa. I can't do high notes.
We can make a miracle happen if we work together. Yes, miracles can happen when we work together. And what if there is no miracle?
Then we will make one.
That means we haven't tried hard enough.
Here we go.
If we do all the best we can, a miracle will happen for sure.
I know this is cheesy, I know this is all the power of friendship will save the day, but there is some part of me that absolutely goes bonkers for when characters in like movies or shows and stuff go, no, I refuse a reality in which I lose. I will do this. I will find a way. I will not give up. Usually it's during some epic battle when they're on their knees and like already bleeding. I was like, no, when they get a second win and when they win.
Keiichi's just a city boy.
No. You have to say it like in the song.
I don't know the beat of that part.
A city boy, born and raised in South Detroit.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
The word for miracle is kiseki.
Now this is a story all about how Keiichi moved to a small town.
That actually worked kind of well.
And then you continue. I had more lines in my head, but the moment you said that worked well,
so no,
I like lost them.
We could have had the Fresh Prince of Hinamizawa.
I had like the first 4 or 5 lines. It will come back.
Forget I exist, do it again.
It will come back. That's true. Ryuge-san is right.
Who?
Ryugu-san is right. People get stronger when they help each other. You can overcome any obstacle when everyone works together. Yep. Hinamizawa was fated to be submerged underwater. But 2,000 people got together and brought an end to that destiny.
I mean, some people also got killed in horrible ways. There was a lot of bloodshed, but hey.
Potato, potato.
Yeah.
Bring an end to destiny. As villagers of Hinamizawa, we all know that miracles do happen. We'll win if we work hard together. We're all in this together.
High School Musical, people. It always comes back.
And it all worked out for the best. Exactly.
Some of you will die, but that's a price I'm willing to pay.
Now you gotta be more dramatic. Some of you will die, but that's a price we're willing to take for freedom!
No, you have to read that in the cold, calculated manner of Oreo Sonozaki. That hits way harder.
No, we're going Braveheart on this shit.
Alba Cooper!
Suddenly I feel like watching Braveheart.
I don't need to. No.
Well, it's a good movie.
We have other movies to watch first. Like all the ones we wrote down during Floor 796, but you haven't seen yet?
Fair enough. Like K-pop Demon Hunters.
Definitely.
I've only seen it like 7 times.
But for Destiny of Fate is Unmai. Or Unmei.
We shall change it. I think you have no choice but to come with us now, Rika-chama. She already said she's coming along. If you don't come, a miracle won't occur. Your absence will prevent it from happening.
Oh, nice.
So, it's going to be my fault.
Yes, if you give up, that is your fault, as understandable as it could be. When you give up, you give up.
That's interesting. Shrek is a lot like Braveheart if you replace the Scots with ogres. Yeah, the scene in the second movie where they charge the castle fits perfectly.
Remember how earlier I said I know about Shrek? I don't know Shrek enough to get any references?
That's where they're on the giant cookie.
I believe you, but...
It's the scene where she sings, "We need a hero!" And during that song they charge.
I know the song's in it, but...
Oh, okay, fair enough. We need to rewatch all the Shrek movies together.
I'm good.
You're so good. A miracle is something that we can make happen. But we need everyone's power to make that come true. Destiny can be defeated. Fate can be escaped from. This can happen with a miracle. A miracle can happen if we unite.
Sounds like Shrek needs the Ludovico technique to enjoy some Shreks. The what now? Is that the Tsubame Gaeshi? Rina told me yesterday. You'll never come up with a solution if you think about everything by yourself. We have to talk this out together. Don't let fate get the better of you. It's as fragile as a thin sheet of paper.
How can you say that without knowing how stubborn fate can be? To me, a witch trapped within fate. But for some reason, his words sounded very persuasive. He easily changed my fate to play the fishing game. In my previous life, Keiichi saved Reina from her devastating fate. As fragile as a thin sheet of paper. He's saying that the world I've been struggling in for 100 years is that easy to change. Keiichi had made a fool out of me. Interesting. I'll go with you. And now because she goes with them, it fails.
You know, I think it wasn't too long ago that you said Keiichi is Oyashiro-sama? Or at least some aspect of him.
Maybe that's why he can change fate.
Maybe. But
also, can you look at me and close your eyes? You have a cut through the middle of your eyelash and it looks so weird. I'll take a
eyelash
of your eye
on this side.
Here.
Okay, real quick.
I'm gonna take a picture.
Why
of
do I have
later.
random cuts on my body? I posted this picture on Discord earlier today. My leg was kind of itchy, so I scratched, then it felt weird, so I looked at my leg and I have like a cross scratched into my calf. And I don't know why.
Like close your eyes and go to the camera.
No, I don't know what it looks like. It's fine if you see, but a goblin visits Jack at night. I think it's Tifa.
You cut your nails. You probably just have.
I cut my nails like half a week ago, 3-4 days ago.
You probably just have a sharp edge somewhere.
I think it's Tifa. While I'm sleeping, she goes like all Wolverine on me.
Speaking of nails, look at how long my nails are now.
Except for the one that broke off.
That's really long. That's only on this one.
I was
so proud of him.
Trying to say though.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it kind of strange how everybody in the room begins to, I'm gonna say love for the lack of a better term, loves Keiichi. Rika loves him for his ability to change fate.
Seems very random, by the way.
Reina loves him for his ability to always give her courage. Mion has feelings for him. Shion has some sort of feelings for him. Satoko loves him like a brother. The adults are looking at him with some sort of admiration.
I guess, but you know, that's also kind of what
Everybody
friends...
in the village knows his name and how great he is.
I think that's kind of the outsider effect. Plus, you know, in a group of friends, kind of what you do.
But I think there is again that parallel between somebody comes to the village and saves the problems.
We're gonna find out.
Whatever. Jack doesn't use a nail clipper to shorten his eyelashes. It shows. That is true. I also have very long eyelashes.
That's true.
It's also true. And I don't have to do anything for it. I'm just blessed. You could say Keiichi is the key to all of this. No, Dark Lord. Now you disappointed me. Because the pun Keiichi was right there and you didn't go for it. Yes, I think Keiichi could be some player in this. That's more like Eureka-chan.
Rika, are you sure? And you looked at me with concern. She wanted to warn me that I'll get hurt if I expect too much. I don't have any coins left to bet. I don't have anything to lose.
That's a sad but optimistic way of looking at it.
This world is ending soon anyway. But it was the same in my previous life. I thought all was lost when Reina took over the school. But Keiichi turned everything around.
Keiichi.
He's saying that fate is as fragile as a thin sheet of paper. I've given up on this world anyway. But I'm interested.
You should still try to learn whatever you can. Maybe you'll learn some new things that you can apply in your next redo of this.
Fate will betray you anyway. I'll get hurt as I see it happen to you.
I swear it has to be Hanyu killing her in at least some of these fates.
Nah, Hanyu has just also given up.
I swear Hanyu is not the sweet little yokai she appears to be.
I don't think she's the killer.
And why does she have horns?
To pick her teeth.
What?
I don't know. You come with weird
She can't even
things.
eat.
Doesn't mean she doesn't need to pick her teeth. Don't worry. I'm not going to get depressed anymore. I have no tears left to shed. I know that they can't save Satoko no matter what happens. Can we turn this down a little bit?
Tifa hates the drums. Also,
At this point, it's just getting on my nerves.
I think for a lot of people, the absence of feeling anything is what they would describe depression as, but sure, we can go on. I mean, she's a little kid, how would she know better?
I think the difference being that she's not gonna just sit there and drink herself stupid.
Yeah.
I know they can't save Satoko no matter what happens. That's why I'm doing this.
Can't be depressed if you don't feel anything. But that's the thing. Sometimes people who are suffering clinical depression explain to you that they don't feel anything. And that's the problem. Even just being sad would be something at least, but feeling nothing is like...
It's empty.
Like, what's the point if you feel nothing?
It's the first time we've ever gone to the center.
Oh, so you did try every single thing, Hanyu. Stop being a hater and start actually being supportive. Don't go, don't get your hopes up. You'll only be disappointed. Tell her the things she hasn't tried yet, you ghost bitch. I said what I said.
Keiichi can't make any miracles happen. When you spoke to me in a stern voice.
How do you know?
Miracles are called miracles because they don't happen easily. If it can happen at any time, it's not a miracle. I want to say it happening in 100 years will count as a miracle. It's just something that was meant to be. I'm not expecting anything. I'm just interested. I'm curious how Keiichi is going to make his move after saying how easily he can change fate. Rika, please don't hurt yourself anymore. It's none of your business. Get out of here. I wasn't expecting anything.
And I still was disappointed.
I was just trying to enjoy my last week alive, like watching a TV show. But I had to admit I was possessed by a strange feeling. it was a little bit exhilarating. I was nervous, as if anticipating something. I had felt the same way when Keiichi remembered the memories from the past in my previous life. I didn't have any coins left to make a bet, but I knew what this feeling meant. If I had a coin left in my heart, I would bet everything on this feeling.
Hope.
If it doesn't work out after trying every option, we'll have no choice but to give up.
No, when you look for more options. There's no need for us to give up. Satoko is going to be saved. You had better prepare a clean blanket for Satoko. She's coming back to you soon. And I'd feel bad if she didn't have a soft bed waiting for her.
I like that, Keiichi. Well then, let's go. You might tear apart fate like a thin sheet of paper after all.
Yeah, right now I feel like I could take on the ruler of hell. I'm going to make them change their decision.
I stood up from my seat. Keiichi is a very good speaker. That's why I never get bored with him.
Calm down, edgelord!
Keiichi getting on his bike. The devil is a loser and he's my bitch.
Yes, he inspired the Lordy songs.
Oh, that song is so good. But I can just imagine.
Yeah.
I've been with him for 100 years, but he still keeps me entertained.
There's this great line in the first Kill Bill movie. Spoilers for the movie Kill Bill 1 and 2. You have been warned. Have you seen the movies?
No.
Oh my god.
I know of the movies.
Okay.
I'm just not interested.
We need to watch those two. At least the first one. There's this scene in the first movie where the bride goes to meet Hattori Hanzo to make her a sword, and he gives it to her. And then there's a little montage as she travels, and I think she reads a letter he put in her luggage together when he got the sword from her. Something like this. And he gives this like speech in Japanese to her. And I don't speak Japanese, but the way he says the words just feels very inspiring to me. And there's this line in there like, with Sonny Chiba as Hanzo, exactly. The line goes something like, with this sword you will cut down everything in your path because that's the kind of person you are. If in your travels to follow your fate or whatever, you will meet God and God blocks your path, you will strike down God with this blade. The line in the movie is better than what I just gave you, so you should just watch the first Kill Bill movie to hear it yourself. I kinda like that. Indomitable willpower forcing its way through there. Kind of the same energy.
It's willpower as well that makes time stop.
Exactly, because talking is aggression. It's like Lady Snowblood, but with white people. I don't know Lady Snowblood. I'm guessing it's a Japanese movie, hence but with white people. Take that, Satan! Parry this, casual.
Now I have Lordy songs stuck in my head. We're going to the Child Consultation Center now. Do you want to come with us, Chie-sensei?
The answer has to be yes.
I'm going to talk to the Board of Education. They're under the same branch of government as the Child Consultation Center. It might help if I talk to them.
A pincer move, I think that would be agreeable to you as well.
We're not just letting the kids go alone to the Child Consultation Center.
They're not kids, Mion.
At least let Keiichi's parents come along.
Mion just told you that she speaks to government officials all the damn time because of her function as the heir to the Sonozaki family.
I'm not buying any of this.
But time rewinding and different worlds, that you're okay with? The suspension of disbelief ends at these kids being left to their own devices again?
Yes.
So, Tifa, where were Keiichi's parents when he went full paranoia and he had all the time in the world to disappear all night to bury Teppei?
They were on a trip to Tokyo for work. Convenient? Yes, of course, but they weren't there. After all, I'm working for the public too. That's true. They might listen to what you say. Also, I have 3 people with exactly the same voices.
Well, 2 of them.
No, I gave Chie the same sort of voice.
Not in the way you read her previously.
Let's ever take care of that while we take care of our business. Let's fight them. Fight them.
Gambate!
Alright. Let's go, everybody.
Let's break some kneecaps. Yeah!
On your bikes. Even knowing that everything is doomed, part of me felt like something good might happen. Hanyu told me that it was only a waste of time.
If you're Team Jack, you're also on the train of hating Hanyu, just so you know.
I felt the same way until a few minutes ago. But I had become much more interested. I had no idea what would happen. That must be kind of exciting as well. Situation is suck, but finally you don't see something coming.
The situation is suck.
I wanted to see how Keiichi was planning to defeat his destiny.
His destiny?
This destiny. I raised my fist in the air along with them and hurried to the exit.
This fist pumping thing that I've seen in some Japanese media?
No, in Fairy Tail.
There's a character in Fairy Tail, no spoilers for it, but there's a character that does this, but like every frame. Like it just...
You can't stop.
I can't do it fast enough, but every time this character on screen, they do this super fast fist pump.
As for Satoko, she didn't come to the school again today. We noticed. Teppei called the school and told them that she still has a fever. He said that he's going to keep her home for a few days until she gets better. Chie said that she thinks Teppei knows she called the child consultation center. He must be worried that Satoko will rat him out if he lets her go to school.
Well, he must know because they showed up at his place.
I don't want to think. Yeah, but it's about her being the one that called.
Yeah, but it's a weird coincidence, right? This weird blue-haired lady shows up saying she's a teacher, suddenly these other people come to my place.
No, not really. I don't want to think about it, but it's possible that Satoko has visible bruises by now. That could also be why he won't let her go to school.
His hand slipped.
He wouldn't be as stupid, especially after a visit.
She must have fallen down the stairs.
He's too smart for that. Everything was happening much earlier. Satoko's situation was worsening earlier than it did in my previous lives.
With his recurring theme of things happening earlier than anticipated, I want to repeat, I wouldn't be shocked if halfway through chapter 7, Rika gets killed. Because that hasn't happened yet, as far as we know. Balance between Teppei's cruelty and his stupidity is as thick as he is. How long are they going to make us wait?
Those people seem to be free. They should let us talk to them. Those are just general office workers. We have to talk to the actual social worker responsible for the case.
It's just like playing a game, just talking to random NPCs. Are you the one that drives the story forward?
I wonder if they're busy because they have a lot of cases like this. I don't know. I wish they didn't have so many issues to deal with. This world is tragic. So many kids are being abused.
Do you know where to find any sailor?
It was a cold, dark night.
I was actually kind of sad after Rika just said this very true thing. But then immediately the next thing I see is, do you know where I find any sailors? I'm having emotional whiplash right now.
And now the social worker goes, come back when you're older.
I don't have time for punk kids. Get out of here.
After 30 minutes, they finally called my name. I wrote down my name at the registration, as Mion can't let them know she's from the Sonozaki family.
I would have done exactly that as a power move. I'm Maebara.
Oh.
My name was called?
We swapped to Keiichi.
Wow. I went to a receptionist to find a uniformed older lady. Not gonna lie, my first instinct was that it was supposed to read uninformed older lady, but that didn't make sense. She must be one of the office workers Mion mentioned. Was she really going to be the one dealing with us? Uniformed older lady.
Hello, Maebara-san. I see you're here with 4 other friends. How can I help you today?
The only thing I wrote on the registration was that I wanted to talk about Satoko Hojo. Well, we're here to talk about Satoko Hojo's case. Chie-sensei from the Hinamizawa branch school called and made a report yesterday. We would like to discuss the case.
Are you her friends?
Yes. We're her classmates.
Would you please give me a general summary of what you wish to discuss?
I heard that you guys put a hold on it because you determined that there wasn't any abuse happening. So we've come here today in order to explain Satoko's situation in more detail.
I see. Please wait a few more minutes.
Oh god, she talks like an AI voice bot.
I have no voice for her.
No, you're doing well.
I am the AI voice bot.
Could you give me a brief summary of why you're calling us today? Yes, it's about...
Like that. Well, she's also not allowed to give any information from her side yet, so it has to come from them.
Yeah, I get all of that, but this conversation seemed so out of place to me. I understand that's how it needs to be done, I guess, but it just... Satoko is being abused at Grok, is this true? The fact that there are companies looking into using Grok after all the shit that has happened in the last couple days, like Grok pronouncing himself Mecha Hitler? Are you insane? Are you insane? I don't understand it. Anyway, that was it from her then. A real social worker should be coming here to talk with us.
How do we know she's not real?
A real social worker, not a person that they put there to work as somebody who orchestrates who to talk to.
We don't know that was the case yet. We even said, oh, she must be the one working the case for Satoko.
She was just asking us basic information. With that done, she was talking on the phone and explaining to someone what I just told her.
What did she ask?
She asked me why I was here. She told me to wait for a few more minutes.
I hate waiting like this. Are those posters and advertisements you've been reading that interesting me? I see lots of flyers about abuse. I guess we came to the right place.
That is also such a fucked up statement if you think about it. Like, it's good that these resources exist and I'm happy when they work, but I wish they weren't necessary.
Report the abuse before it escalates. Check out that slogan. Check it out.
There's a bunch of posters with slogans like that in here.
Live what you preach, people.
Yeah. I guess that's what the Child Consultation Center is for.
And then the center be like, nah, it needs to happen first.
Yeah, sorry, we need more evidence.
Is it any help if it's inside the building, though?
Rika-chan was right. They should be posting them all over the city, not just inside the building.
Maebara-sama, thank you for waiting. Please go to room number 2.
It's our turn now. Let's go.
Only Maebara-kun.
As we walked, we soon saw rooms numbered 1 through 3.
I forgot which door she said.
2. I thought we were going to be talking at the counter like you do at the bank. But they have individual rooms.
Did someone punch the locker that is now hidden behind Mio?
If only you said a second earlier, I wouldn't have pressed the button.
I already started talking. There seems to be like this punch hole in there.
Is there a button I can press to make them go away?
No. Or would you disable the characters? Maybe the screen will come again. It's fine.
No, there is a button for that, I think, but...
No, to make the text go away. I guess it's for privacy reasons. Most of the people who come here don't want other people listening to their conversation.
Hi, I'll take a number 2 large. Also, I was sexually assaulted by my husband yesterday, so can we make this quick?
Just sit in the waiting room as a citizen to get all the tea on everyone.
Yes.
And I'm just here for the coffee.
Yeah, no, I just like listening to other people's lives being horrible.
But I think abuse might be increasing because people try to keep the issue quiet. People tend not to talk about their family issues.
Room number 2. It's this one. As I knocked, I heard the voice of a woman telling me to come in. Hello? It was a very small room. Well, I should say it was narrow. It wasn't wide, but it was very long. There was a counter in the middle which split the room into 2. The woman was sitting on the other side of the counter. She told us to take a seat, but there were only 2 chairs. I sat down since we registered under my name. Mion wouldn't sit because she felt that the Sonosaki sisters shouldn't be in the front. Reina tried to offer the seat to Rika-chan, but she refused too, so Reina ended up taking it. It was such a tiny room that it was better for us to take a seat. It was very cramped with the 5 of us.
I'm sorry. We usually expect to see the parents, so we only have 2 chairs.
I understand that.
So, how may I help you today?
Should I do the talking? Well, we're students from the Hinamizawa branch school and we're Satoko Hojo's friends. The school reported that she was being abused to the child consultation center, and I believe that a social worker went to her house last night. We heard that you put a hold on her case. We're here today so we can explain to you how urgent the matter is. Mion nodded. It seemed like I was doing okay so far.
What are you trying to explain to us? Will you please tell me?
Well, I know it's only been 2 days since her uncle took her away, but it's only a matter of time before he starts hurting her. In fact, Satoko suffered terrible abuse at the hands of her uncle last year as well. We believe it's only a matter of time before that happens again. So we would like for you to save Satoko from her uncle before it does. But from what we understand, the Child Consultation Center has decided to wait and see, right?
Are you going to neglect her? I can't believe that you left her there just because she's not getting physically abused. Who is going to be responsible when she really gets hurt?
Shion probably didn't like how politely I was speaking to her. She was already flaring up with rage at the social worker. It looked like Mion didn't want to I don't think any of these functionaries have any art, unfortunately. It looked like Mion didn't want to tear into her. However, she let Shion finish, as she'd get even more furious if we tried to stop her. The woman seemed to be used to people losing their temper, and she continued without reacting to Shion's outburst.
I would like to make it clear that we are still working on her case. The results are still pending. We are not abandoning or neglecting her.
Working on her case. We're not abandoning her. They're currently reviewing options, I suppose? While their mature phrasing made me start to think it might be rude and harsh to say they were abandoning her, Reina quietly opened her mouth.
But you left her there without doing anything last night.
No one can ever fool Reina. Taking their time to review options was the exact same thing as abandoning her. The fact is, they left her in that house without taking any actions to prevent her from being abused.
We sent a social worker to her house and I met with her guardian. We cannot talk about the case any further for privacy reasons. However, we are not neglecting her. We're going to look after her and her father so they can have a healthy life together.
What? Stop, who? Where's her father? I thought he's dead.
He's not her father. He's her uncle. Are you sure you really did an investigation?
Oh, I understand Shion's rage so much right now.
Excuse me. You're correct, they're uncle and niece. Anyway, we'll be directing them so guardian and child can form a healthy relationship.
A father as a legal guardian, but still stupid. Yeah, but maybe this is just me being nitpicky about certain words. That would have driven me up the wall. Like, my issue is, I believe, to the point of where I want to murder somebody, by the way, but I believe You don't know what I think you should know, and you getting any detail wrong just feeds my flame. So I've been in meetings like that before. And it was just about, stupid work stuff. Like, nobody's life was at risk. It wasn't anything like this. It was still important, but it wasn't like somebody being abused. And still I got mad. It's implied they don't have a full story. Exactly. That's the energy we're getting. Shion had pounced on her mistake immediately. I didn't think she needed to be so snappy, but at this point I was starting to understand how different their sense of urgency was from ours. Well, excuse me, but Satoko was living a happy life before, without any support from her uncle. First of all, her uncle disappeared from her life for a full year prior, and now he's returned and kidnapped her away. Isn't that a crime?
It wasn't a kidnapping. It's the law that a child must live where their guardian appoints them to live. According to Article 821 of the Constitution, the legal guardian of a child is... He neglected Satoko for 1 year. How can he still be considered her guardian? Shion, that's what the court decided when her parents died of the curse of Oyashiro-sama.
Are you serious? That guy is her legal guardian.
Yes. I don't know the specific article of law it's written in, but minors must abide by their guardians.
Oh shit, he doesn't know all of this yet.
In other words, every child has a guardian. They have to have one. That's Article 818 of the Civil Code.
When Satoko's parents died, her uncle and aunt automatically became her guardians.
Yes, the closest relative gets custody. It seems her aunt and uncle were Satoko's only relatives. If Satoko and Satoshi refused them, they could have had a different guardian, though. But they were the children of the Hojo family, the enemy in the dam conflict. No one was going to take care of them. They were different from Rikachima. Lots of people wanted to be her guardian, but Father Kimiyoshi got custody of her.
I was gonna ask that same question because I don't remember if that's ever been brought up. I knew that the Hojo family was in favor of the dam project and the whole village hated her family for that reason. But I thought everything was over after they cancelled the project and Satoko's parents died. Was I aware of a difference? The difference between how the villagers treated Satoko and how they treat Rika-chan. The villagers don't abuse Satoko like her uncle. But maybe there were small thorns left in the village and they were stinging Satoko occasionally. In loco parentis. Isn't loco crazy? Oh wait, that's Latin and I'm thinking Spanish, I believe. What?
I think that also has a line with loco in it.
Are you thinking living la vida loca?
Oh yeah. That's something else.
Living the crazy life, Tifa.
You just said...
Yes.
That's what it means. So that's what I think of.
Yeah. In place of a parent. Oh, loco as in location. I get it. Ha! Now I speak Latin. I don't.
I can't say this too openly, but Satoko's family had more assets than her uncle's. And by becoming her guardians, they gained control over those assets. That's why they shamelessly took over Satoko's home. Do you know where they used to live? It was this ridiculously tiny place. That's horrible. But this guardian neglected Satoko-chan for over a year, right?
Yes, back to the point. Don't you lose your right to be a guardian at some point?
Can he still claim custody of her? Can he?
It's like with lost luggage. You have actually a year and 1 day to claim it.
Well, in Part 4, Chapter 4 of the Civil Code, there are provisions for the loss of custody.
Details, please. Speak plain. The woman opened a thick book on the counter and showed us that page. I didn't completely understand what it says on there, but it seemed that a parent can lose custody when they're being irresponsible.
Don't you think being a suspect in a murder case and having the thug life, he probably also has some records, counts as that?
Also, let's fully lean into the stigmas in what I presume to be there in 1980s rural Japan. Do you know that Teppei lived with his prostitute/scam artist? Is that a place for a young child to grow up in?
So the law can take away the right to be someone's guardian.
Wait a minute, it says something about court. Let me see. Also, by the way, I think a sex worker could still make a great parent. I think the issue is Teppei. Just want to put that out there. They don't know about Rina here, but then somebody should tell them. Somebody should tell them, hey, are you actually aware that the person you consider to be a fit guardian is under police investigation because of their ties to a person recently murdered who had ties to the seedy underbelly of society? Do you really think this? So somebody should tell her. Remember, what good are your powers and resources if you don't use them for good? Yeah. So if she knows, why doesn't she speak up? Only Rika knows, and then she'd had to explain where she got that info. I overheard some of the villagers talk about it because I get around, because everybody loves me. Good luck proving me wrong. Some top secret shit. You have a point, I know that, but lie. You just need to carry the lie up until the point where they can confirm it, which should be possible with 1 or 2 phone calls to the police. You'd think that Kimiyoshi would have been involved in a level of custody considering she lives with Rika, for example. Rina's problem isn't her being a sex worker, it's because she's an extortionist and a badge trapper. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They're just pieces of shit.
And who would just believe a 10-year-old without any proof? The village.
It doesn't matter.
I like to think it does. At the behest of a child's relatives or a public prosecutor, the family court may make a ruling for the loss of parental authority. What the heck is this? So we'd have to sit around and wait for a family court's ruling before he can lose custody. That's too slow.
Well, if something urgent happens, we can temporarily protect her under our custody. We will also need approval of the family court in that case. Here, Article 834 for the loss of parental authority. Doesn't this apply to Teppei Hojo? It is a fact that the guardian, Teppei Hojo, abandoned his responsibilities as guardian for over a year. What is the center's opinion on that? I can't answer for privacy reasons, but the center requested an explanation on that matter as well. And you accepted his explanation, so you decided to wait and see. Like I've mentioned, we're currently working on this case.
I want there to be the next tip that deals with the talk between the social worker and Teppei. I want to know what he said.
You're not going to. Privacy.
Oh, sorry, I fell in an awkward manner and I hit my head on some tofu. That's why I was gone for you. Why would the police give out infos about a secret investigation? Because people talk when they drink.
Yeah, I'd also be a bit more suspicious that a child knows something about unsolved murders.
It's a small village, everybody talks.
Nah, she's not gonna come with this. He came from outside. Anyway, let's get through this conversation.
You don't get to rush me. Nuh-uh, that's not how this works.
You're stuck on the same points.
Yeah, but we're having a conversation about it. Also maybe a little substantial evidence of Rina and Teppei's relationship. Or her crimes for that matter.
Otherwise she would have been caught already.
Satoko told me, for example. Satoko overheard Teppei and his shitty friends talk about it, and she gave a message to me.
Not enough proof.
Tifa must have worked as a social worker in a previous life.
I have experience. The safety of the child is our #1 priority, and we will make sure that she will have a healthy lifestyle in a safe environment.
We weren't on the same page at all. We just weren't understanding the urgency. I've never met this Teppei guy. I only know about the situation based on what my friends told me about last year and what Chie-sensei told us. But I still understood very well. I understood that something really bad was going to happen if we didn't take any action right now. She was being abused by her uncle and aunt last year too. Are you sure that the same uncle can take care of her? You still have records from last year, don't you?
I can't discuss her past record with you for privacy reasons, but we are taking everything into consideration. She didn't come to school yesterday, and she didn't come today either. He called the school and told them that she has a cold. But don't you think it's a bit odd that she hasn't come to the school since he showed up? That's true. But then she really might be sick. I think we should keep our eyes on her and see what happens. We just know that Satoko doesn't want to be with her uncle. Her uncle is forcing her to stay with him. Our social worker spoke with the child and made their decision after doing so. So that's it, isn't it? Are you not taking this case seriously because she made a false report long ago? I cannot talk about that for privacy reasons. We're taking everything into consideration.
Satoko is telling you that she's not being abused because she feels guilty about her brother Satoshi. She may have told you that she's not being abused, but I don't believe that statement.
Do you know that people can lose the will to seek help when they have depression?
When they're what?
I said when they have depression. Stop making excuses and hurry up and save Satoko! I'm not going to forgive you people if something happens to her. You'll end up hurt if you don't do something about this while I'm still asking politely.
Maybe don't threaten the people here.
Stop it, Shion. You're making us look bad. I don't know what her uncle said to the social worker, but he's a violent guy. Please don't be fooled by him. I just wanted to make that clear. So please speak with her social worker and persuade them to make the call to save Satoko at once. We ask that you do this for us.
Some of us were getting emotional, but Mion calmed them down and Reina summed it up nicely. I stopped speaking to see what she was going to say next.
You mean her caseworker? I understand your concerns. I will tell them that Satoko's friends, 3, 4, 5 of her friends came here and made an appeal to us. We will continue to work closely on this case, so please let us know when you have further information. Thank you for supporting the Child Consultation Center. And thank you very much for sharing your valuable time with us today.
Why does she speak like the last part of an email? Because she has to, of course. This must be so frustrating to actually live through. We were still in Okinomiya. We were in the city park, devoid of playing children, staring vacantly up at the madder red sky in silence.
I feel like they didn't really listen to our story. But they also didn't try to kick us out. She's probably just a person who deals with complaints, not the actual social worker that deals with Satoko-chan. That's why she was phrasing everything the way she did.
What did you think about the whole thing, Mion?
Well...
Before email, there were just people in cubicles doing it by hand. That is true. Awesome, congrats on being second, Dark Lord. Nice.
What he said. It felt like we were wrestling with a tree. We didn't get pushed or pulled. It was the same as talking to a wall.
Oh, now I see where you tripped up.
Yeah.
Shion's so mad she swallowed a word.
It was same.
Same, I say, same.
Then we'll go to school. We're going to colic.
Tammy go cool leg. That was so cute. That was my favorite part of that game, I think. One of my favorite parts.
That's not true. She said they will forward our information to the social worker. Yeah, it's like, I'll forward it to my team leader.
Yeah, I will take your complaint and I will address it to the appropriate facilities within the company.
Exactly. Thank you for your feedback.
Hey, somebody said we should all go die in a fire. I forwarded this now, right? Cool.
That's already a lot of effort.
Yeah. Well, I said it.
Like I said, she doesn't know Satoko-chan in person, so she didn't really have any stake in it herself.
So you think we accomplished something today, Reina?
I don't think it was a waste of time. But I don't think our passion will be understood by the actual person who's working on the case. She'll just tell them that Satoko Hojo's 5 friends came and requested for them to take her under their custody.
Hey, Shmion sisters, can't you use your awesome Sonozaki powers to finagle some people to maybe find out who the social worker in this case is, so that I don't know. We can have a field trip one of these days and accidentally bump into them. Wouldn't that be something? Because we know the Sonozakis have contacts to the police.
What about the social worker? Can't we talk to that person directly? I don't know. I heard it's a very tough job. I think it'd be difficult for us to meet him or her in person.
But not impossible.
Someone even threatened to hurt them if they didn't do anything while she was still asking them politely.
According to Mion, there are lots of problematic clients who show up at the child consultation center. It's not a rare thing for them to get an aggressive visitor like Shion.
It's so difficult to tell them how passionate we are. They might treat us coldly if they took our passion for simple anger.
Single anger as compared to double anger. The moment you pull the Sonozaki card, Oreo will know.
But Mion has already pulled the Sonozaki card to find out what happened to the case.
Exactly.
So that's already done.
I understand there's the whole Hojo part, but you can pull strings. You might fail, but you can still try to pull the string. Also, what about Ooishi? What about Akasaka? At least call Ooishi. I thought you were used to talking with government officials, Mion. Can't you talk to him instead of me?
It's not that she's good at talking. They just listen to her because she's Mion Sonozaki. You saw how they treated us today. If she announced herself as a Sonozaki, we wouldn't have been in such a small room. We would have been speaking to the manager in a reception room, right?
Mion gave a vague smile and didn't comment. So maybe we should have done that then. Oh no, we don't want our names attached. Do you want to help her or no? Mion's greatest weapon is her family name. Without that weapon, she's just as ordinary as the rest of us. I shouldn't be thinking about this, but if the Sonozaki family forgave Satoko's family, it would be really easy for them to save her. Yes, you should think about this, because they're all stupid.
So, the Sonozaki family still hates the Hojo family. No one has publicly stated that we hate them, but it runs pretty deep.
Why?
That hag of a grandmother is the one who hates the Hojo family. Her opinion hasn't changed since we were in the middle of the dam conflict. It's been so many years, but she still can't let go of the past.
Taser time?
Stop it, Shishan. Satoko-chan is Satoko-chan. She's our precious friend. It doesn't matter what her last name is.
Rina, we all agree on this, but the people who could actually fix this in a much shorter duration of time, they don't. Shion went quiet and there was a silence for a while. Reina was right. Just like how Satoko's last name doesn't matter, it doesn't matter what Mion's last name is either. The important thing is that our friend is being abused right now. We'd have to do everything we can to save her from that situation. But the last names do matter here, that's the whole problem. We all looked up at the sky as we listened to the sound of cars passing by. Those sound awfully like cicadas. We all felt hopeless. We had no idea what to do. Was what we did today going to help Satoko at all? It would have been better if they just kicked us out. That way we could have been angry with them. But after being treated politely like that, we had no choice but to back off and see what they were going to do. We were forced to just wait and see what happens. Everyone was trying to figure out what our next option was. I couldn't expect Chie-sensei to tell us that everything was taken care of at the Board of Education. That would be too good to be true. What shall we do next? I muttered to myself, hoping that someone would respond with a good idea. But the silence reminded me that everyone was just as stuck as me.
Keiichi.
Oh, he didn't rip the paper apart today. Rika-chan? I'm sorry. I was running my mouth off, but I have no idea what to do now.
I don't believe this.
What? As I looked at her, I realized that the expression on her face was stronger than ever.
You told Shion yesterday. You didn't have a good idea at that moment. But you said you would figure out something. You told her to trust you. So I trusted you. I'm not going to believe it. I'm not going to believe that you would even mention that you have no idea. I'm not going to believe that.
I could see tears in her eyes. Rika-chan was sure that I could do something about the situation.
You said it. You said that fate is as fragile as a thin piece of paper. I'm going to believe your words. I still believe you, because you can easily defeat fate. So, please help. Help us escape from this fate. Help Satoko. Help her.
A tear rolled down from the corner of her eye. My heart was feeling the same way. Damn it, damn it, damn it! An innocent girl was becoming a prisoner of a tragic fate. She desperately needed help. I told them that they could trust me. In other words, that they could count on me. That they could bet on me. Betting is not an easy thing. If I lost, they'd lose all their coins too. What does it mean to trust someone? It's about making a bet on that person. It's about betting a coin. It's about betting hope. Trusting someone is tantamount to placing your hopes in them. I told Shion yesterday. I told her to trust me. I didn't say it just because. I knew that those words meant something very serious. But now, after betraying Rika-chan and seeing her tears, I finally realized just how serious it is. I look at Shion. She was in a rage again. Mion tried to calm her down, but she didn't have any ideas either. How about Reina? She's always very reliable in a situation like this. I expected to see her strength. However, Reina also looked depressed. We didn't even know if what we did was a meaningful thing. Reina looked down with a devastated expression on her face since she couldn't come up with another option either. Damn it, I have to do something for them. Reina's blue fire will melt iron. Mion can be strong when the wind is in our favor. Shion is the same way. They will move forward strongly when the wind is backing them up, but they grow weak when the wind is blowing against them. Despite the whole situation, Rika-chan still believes in us. She believes that we can do something if we all come together. That's right, we all agreed. We said to each other that we could make a miracle happen if we all work together. What am I? If Reina is the blue fire, I am the red fire. I burn brightly and give strength to everyone. That's right, I'm Keiichi Maebara. I'm the magician of words. I have to motivate everyone. The blue fire won't light up unless the red fire does too. When the fire is lit, there will be wind. Mion and Shion will become stronger too. Imagine if now, to make it interactive, there was a little mini game where you have to piece together Keiichi's speech. That'd be crazy.
Draw it in a manga.
For example. Thank you. It just made me realize something, Rika-chan. Now the flames inside me are really starting to blaze. I suddenly had to think of fairy tale.
Could have been a catch line in there.
One of the characters, you should really watch or read Fairy Tail because it's really good. One of the main characters has a couple of catchphrases having to do with fire, and one of us, now I'm really fired up.
Now I have a fire in my belly.
With the appropriate pluckiness to it.
Keiichi.
We can't give up now. We're members of the strongest club ever. Nothing can stop us when we get together. I can't become depressed over a small thing like this. Rika-chan woke me up. I just realized how serious it is to have people trust in me. Rika-chan knew our personalities well and she figured out just who she should motivate first. Oh, I'm really starting to burn up. Hey, Mion! Stop being depressed. I get it. They are teenagers. But telling somebody who's really down, stop being depressed, yeah, just go for a walk. Thanks, I'm cured. Usually if you follow that advice, you will end up still depressed, but you will have gone for a walk. Hey, Mion, stop being depressed. This is where we're supposed to get angry, man. Everyone looked at me with wide eyes as they turned at my powerful voice. They were both surprised by my sudden shout and waiting in anticipation at the vigor of my call. More and more clearly, I could see it. This was Keiichi Maebara's role in this club. I don't think we did anything at the Child Consultation Center. Just like Reina was saying, we're just going to forward a small note saying that the 5 of us made a visitation. But being treated like that has lit the fires of our anger.
You're right. It feels like they gave us the cold shoulder.
We were trying to get them to realize how much danger Satoko is in. We have to fight now. We have no time to be sitting all depressed in the park.
But, Keiichi-kun, what are we supposed to do next?
Don't tell me that you think we have no more options left. If this was a club activity, you guys would be losing right now. Ha, this is fun.
I'm cured. It's that easy. It is that easy.
I was feeling depressed too, but now I've got a burning passion in my heart. I felt like I was cheering myself up. Or was I being so sad? If I wanted to save Satoko, I had no time to rest. This was like the final seconds of the last round in a boxing match where we were at a disadvantage. If I stand here stupefied, I lose my indecision. So the only option is to press the attack. Wait, I fucked up that line. Yeah, I'll lose my indecision. That's what we're trying to do. If I stand here stupefied, I'll lose my indecision. So the only option is to press the attack. Was I supposed to give up just because I couldn't knock out the opponent with one punch? No. If I couldn't take out in one, I'd have to throw 2 or 3 punches. I'd have to try until I could finally knock him out.
You're saying that we're going to go there tomorrow?
Close, but not exactly. The stupid way of putting the laugh in a different line is making it hard to read.
I have no idea what's on your mind. But it sounds very interesting. It isn't like our club to cry ourselves to sleep. We need to turn this headwind around.
Yes, Mion is getting her willpower back too.
That's right. I agree with Keiichi-kun. I'm ashamed that I was so depressed. Let's fight. But what exactly are you trying to do?
Remember everyone, that woman really pissed us off today, but she also told us what our next option is. She never thought she was going to give us a hint. She made a huge mistake. On top of that, that next option is something that I'm really good at. Why do you make it seem like she's our opponent? She was just doing her job. Keiichi used Tailwind. It's very effective.
Right now she's like a mini-boss we need to defeat.
Not even. She's just a clerk. This has nothing to do with her, unfortunately.
Yeah, but she represents what is behind it.
New tips unlocked. Receptionist's note and something else. Let's still do those and then call it a night? I think that's a...
Yeah, I guess.
I think that's a great idea, Jack. Thank you, Tifa. I agree.
I was just looking at the time. I still have to work.
Sounds like a skill issue. Receptionist's note. I think it's a receptionist's note, Tifa.
No. Date.
Oh, okay.
Year.
I'll do this one. Number, date, year. Subject, about Satoko Hojo-san. Visitor, Keiichi Maebara and 4 other friends. They're requesting protection for Satoko Hojo-san to save her from being abused by her uncle. Already being dealt with? I'm cleaning out the refrigerator, so please remove your personal belongings by this evening.
Oh wait, it's a note. It's like a post-it.
Oh my god, this entire thing, all the things that were mentioned last year, this. Yeah, no, that's bureaucracy. Wait, I need to quickly go back into this one once more.
That's exactly what it is.
2 lines. 2 lines about the conversation. 3 lines about cleaning the fucking refrigerator.
No, that's 1 line.
Not on the screen. Did you know Ryokishi was a social worker? Yes, and I taste a certain frustration with how the system works.
Why would the notes be any different than at any other job?
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. I'm not angry about how the note is. I'm angry about how the note is. I'm angry at the system, not at the portrayal of the system. The portrayal seems so lifelike that I get angry about how this shit works. They are underfunded and understaffed and underappreciated. The bank book frustration.
Teppei suspected that Satoko was hiding more money somewhere. But in reality, she had none at all. He had asked her how she survived until now, but she told him that she didn't have to use any money because she was living with her friend. Teppei had made some money off of illegal gambling. While he had some of that money saved up, he had no intention to use it on living expenses. However, there was no way Satoko didn't have the money. Teppei was convinced of that. Teppei's wife, Satoko's aunt, must have taken away the family bank book when Satoko's parents died in the accident. But her aunt also died last year and Satoshi is gone too. That means Satoko should have hidden the bank book somewhere. However, no matter how much he threatened her, she told him that she didn't know anything about it. He continued to question her, still believing that she was hiding it somewhere. He couldn't beat her, because her teacher in the child consultation center would suspect him, see? So he wouldn't beat her. He just has to humiliate her.
It's probably gonna be a different type of punishment, though.
Like I said, all he has to do is humiliate her. Or intimidate her. That's plenty. He doesn't need to be physical.
It's bad enough, yeah.
Yeah, but Satoko is already brought in you.
Yeah, no, I
He doesn't need to hit her.
I don't disagree.
Instead, he spoke to her in a loud and violent voice and broke furniture in front of her. Threatening people like that is Teppei's forte. However, Satoko continued to claim that she had no clue about the bank book. She didn't seem to be lying. And after destroying the whole living room, leaving Satoko frightened like a scared little animal, Teppei finally believed that she had no idea where the bank book was. In that case, where could it be? He had 2 ideas. One was that his wife hid it somewhere in secret. The other was that Satoshi took it after his wife's death and hid it somewhere else. Either way, he was certain that it was hidden somewhere in this house.
That's the answer to the question, would Satoshi have had enough money to make a getaway? Yes. If he had possession and was able to use the bank book of the Hojo family, he didn't just have the money he saved up from his part-time job. Do you move away from the mic to breathe?
I was yawning.
Yeah, but we can see you yawn anyway.
Regardless. He told Satoko to clean up the mess he made in the living room and started searching around the house. He was starting to get bored with Satoko. He'd heard that her parents had a lot of money saved up, but his wife had taken control of that money herself. Since his wife had been quite thrifty, he was sure that she left the bank book somewhere without using it.
His wife was a Swiftie? It's a bad look on Taylor Swift. No.
Once he got his hands on that money, he could move somewhere else entirely. He was still acquainted with a few people from the gambling spot in Gogora. People he used to help out are still hanging around that area.
Tifa is basically similar to Teizonde, yes. You should hear Tifa give a whole speech about Chocolate Rain.
Chocolate Rain.
That guy has such a unique voice.
Yep.
Like, I understand a lot of people watched or listened to Chocolate Rain because of the meme. Because he isn't like, I want to say, traditionally handsome. He has some quirkiness to him.
It's impressive.
I like that song, unironically. I am a fan of Chocolate Rain. Tay Zonde has made a couple other songs that I've also listened to unironically. Go look up Tay Zonde songs. Do it. Do it for Tay.
They still owe him. They should at least let him crash there. It was great that this is all basically from Teppei's perspective, I believe, though. It was great that Satoko takes care of all the chores around the house, but he felt uncomfortable about being watched by both the school and the consultation center. Teppei, all too aware that he's a man of violence, couldn't stand living with Satoko without being violent towards her.
If I can't hurt it or fuck it, it's useless.
The more he suffered, the stronger his urge to beat up Satoko grew. Since he only knew joy through forcing others who resisted to submit, testing to see how violent he could be before the helpless Satoko resisted him was something he was excited to try eventually. Still upset over the visitation by the schoolteacher, he promised himself that he would destroy Satoko's life before leaving the village. And some people are just a different kind of asshole.
You know what was going through my mind? The last time I remember hating a fictional character this much was King Joffrey in Game of Thrones. No, really. I remember watching Game of Thrones, and every time he was on screen, I was glued to it.
He was so good.
Jack Gleeson? What's the name of the actor? Joffrey, actor, Game of Thrones. Jack Gleeson was what? Such a good child actor. Crazy how good he was at that. Unfortunately, it also did a number on him because people are stupid and then send him death threats because they don't understand that he's an actor.
Yeah, but you can't act something like that.
Yes, you can.
Well,
that's literally his job.
That's not how you are.
That's literally his job. I saw. I watched
People are a bit sad there too.
I watched the interview of Josh Johnson did it with the guy who played Scooter in Happy Gilmore 1 and 2. I forgot the actor's name. And where he also asked him, like, how do you, who's a really nice person, play these really bad characters? And then the guy just goes, acting. People need to understand this. It's acting. It's literally what they get paid to do. If they're good actors, you forget that they are on the screen. You just see the character.
If in a time like this you still don't understand that, you're not going to get that into anyone's mind. Especially considering how many he got. Because it wasn't one. It wasn't 10.
It was too many.
It was thousands of hate letters.
Especially for a kid at that age. Like, I sometimes act like I'm a functional adult. Same. I try to at least. No, but I was going to say, spoilers for Game of Thrones.
Bit late, now we know there's a king in it.
The scene where Joffrey dies, where he's being poisoned.
It's where the whole world celebrated.
Tifa had read the books, I didn't know this was coming. The first time we watched this. I sat there and like I don't recall the last time I had that reaction. I was inching closer towards the screen. Half shocked because of what was happening, but I cheered. I audibly yelled in happiness at the death of a child on my TV.
Yeah, but even if they're a kid, some people can't be saved.
Early Game of Thrones, when they just followed the book stories, was so good. So good. Jack Gleeson stole that show. I swear. I have never hated someone this much. So, but then sitting there and realizing I just cheered for the death of a kid. That felt weird. It felt weird. Not gonna lie.
Understandable. I'm beat. I have nothing more to say.
I tried. Tom Felton as Draco Malfoy, also really good.
But despite that being extremely convincing, it's on a different sort of level.
Yeah, Draco Malfoy in the Harry Potter movies, I want to say, especially in the beginning, they're still aimed, they are family movies, I want to say.
Yeah.
Because if you, fuck J.K. Rowling, but it is what it is. If you read the books and if you watch the movies, I think, for example, there are some really, really inspiring messages. For example, in the life of Harry Potter. The Dursleys were worse. That's what I was going for. And I don't know if it's the 5th or the 6th. Spoilers for Harry Potter. It's back on. Is it the 5th or the 6th book/movie where Harry just takes his stuff and he just runs away from home? Because he goes, anything, dying out on the street is better than the abuse. Anything is better than this. I don't care what happens next. I don't have a plan. I don't have anywhere to go. But I will not stand this a second longer.
Quite sure that isn't in Harry Potter. He leaves to go after the Horcrux and just doesn't
that's 8. That's the last story. Before that, he grabs his stuff and he storms out. It's the one with the Dementors. Because he actually ends up saving...
That's like the 2nd or 3rd movie.
No. I don't remember.
The Prisoner of Azkaban.
No, after that. After that, he is already a bit older. I think it's the 5th or the 6th one. When he eventually then starts moving in with Weasleys. I think it's 5th or 6th, I don't recall. I think it's the 6th one, where they all are a bit older and the whole Dumbledore's army thing starts. I think that's the 6th. After the one, Order of Phoenix, yes, I think that's the one.
Been too long, don't remember.
I can quickly double check. Order of a Phoenix, yeah. Literally, I googled Order of a Phoenix opening scene. The first thing I see is a YouTube video.
Oh wait, it's where he gets in the bus with the "It's gonna be a bumpy ride."
It's gonna be a bumpy.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay. No, I know what you're referring to.
Yeah.
I had it in mind because he wasn't in the house or anything.
Yeah, no, that's why I said he took his stuff and left. Despite the Dursley going like, oh, we're gonna disown you, you're not gonna come back here, and all of that shit. He's like, yeah, it's fine. I'm done being abused. I cannot take this anymore, so I'm leaving. I'm risking everything, but I'm out. Anything is better than this. I thought it was very powerful. But I was gonna say, Draco Malfoy to me always had kind of the energy. In the earlier stories, had kind of, at least in the movies, had the attitude of like a Saturday morning cartoon villain. Because he was clearly the bully. And only later on do we get to the issues that he has. Like the situation he's in, the at least emotional abuse he suffers. The constant, oh, we're the wizard Nazis, so you have to be as well, kinda. And if you disappoint Voldemort, then we're all dead, so you gotta be a piece of shit as well. That had something, but I never hated Draco as much as I hated Joffrey Baratheon. Fuck that kid. Fuck that kid.
He was obviously the character you don't like, but he still wasn't the character you hate. Even like his father in the movies was not a character I hated.
No, I did, but I understood that, okay, they made that power grab, they got in bed with the wrong people, and now they're stuck with the consequences of their actions. And then that escalates onto the kid. I get that, and it's tragic, they're all shit people. But Draco never went out of his way to do all the things Joffrey did. I feel like Joffrey was even worse, because Joffrey didn't have an issue with getting his hands dirty himself, doing really fucked up shit.
I still feel like you can't really compare it, because the tones are on completely different levels. It's like comparing Hitler to Lucius Malfoy.
Voldemort, if anything. Voldemort also wanted to eradicate a whole race of a group of people.
Oh, fair enough. I'm just trying to show the difference. It doesn't feel on the same level as what I'm saying, but I'm too tired for this. I feel like it is time to do the so.
I thought it's cha.
No, it's so.
Post your cups on Discord.
Which German have you ever heard say cha?
Psycho.
Not in the
Yes.
cha.
Don't make me check the end of every word that you did this, because one of them had Psycho go cha. Yes, it did. I remember this. I remember this distinctively. Not cha. Cha. That's what I mean. Cha.
Cha.
Yeah.
Cha.
Exactly. Not cha-cha is what Tifa is thinking of, but
Yeah.
cha.
Cha.
War ein schöner Abend. It's been a nice evening.
Yeah, we
It's
have
time
cha
to
in Dutch too, but it's not the cha.
cha cha cha. Oh look, we should go rate somebody though.
But before we go into that, post pictures of your awesome cups in Discord. Let's have a look at them.
Cha.
Cha.
That's the perfect emote for it, mommy. Welcome in. Welcome to the end of the stream.
Cha. Married another one.
What? Married another one?
It was quoting doing a mommy.
Cha. Married again.
Another. Again.
Oh well. If you cannot cha around, please check out Skinner whenever it's convenient. He is currently playing Lords of the Fallen, which is basically Elden Ring, but not really. Off-brand Elden Ring, but it doesn't look bad. Stream title is The Lords Must Fall. I don't know what that means, but I hope he's doing well.
It's because he's playing Lords of the Fallen.
Jack has goldfish memory.
Yeah. Because you didn't get the married comment.
So Skinner is playing Lords of the Fallen, which is basically Elden Ring, but from Shine. It still looks like a fun game. What?
It's because he's playing Lords of the Fallen.
This is Tifa, I'm Jack, together we're My Favorite Letters X, and today was Higurashi.
I am Chicken.
And I am Nugget.
And together we are Chicken Nugget.
That's a thing we randomly did once to... I don't even know where it started.
I have no clue where it started. But we definitely said it a couple times to annoy my little brother.
Exactly, years ago, and that kind of stuck. So
I have no clue where that came from.
If we ever needed to rebrand My Favorite Letters X, it would be Chicken Nuggets. I don't know why. I don't think it would work, but now you know. Tifa, do you have any more wisdoms to disperse?
Pressing the button.
Thank you very much. Thank you everybody for Did you press? Yes. For Higurashi with us. Please stick around for it if you can. Post your cups on Discord, people!
Thank you, thank you.